Woohoo, live. And styling in my old work shirt. Kind of cool. Nice warm work shirt. Ooh, good root beer. Oh, wow. Let's refresh one of these. Let's see what's going on. How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hey, there I am. Do I have to mute? Nope, it's muted. Good. Hey, creepy. Easy tips and tricks. How's it going? Hey, man, I saw you were on live last night. Sorry I couldn't come on, but I was actually out trying to do some explorations while you were on. So I couldn't really come on. We were out actually very late last night to play hide and seek with possibly some other explorers to even get into one place. We don't do a lot of night exploring. Let's see, guys. Switches from top chat to everybody. Thank you, YouTube, for making that backwards and kind of stupid. So what's going up with everybody's, well, Sunday or Monday, depending where you're at. Ian, how's it going? I'm AC. Smarter Jay, what's up, man? Creepy, how's it going? Hey, Cindy, Burning Sands. Yeah, me and Sean were out till, we weren't expecting to be out that late. We were from about 8 o'clock last night till about 1:30, almost about 2:30 a.m. We were out doing a couple of explorers. We don't do a lot of night exploring, but these two necessitated it. It was pretty cool, though. Ended up the one I thought was going to be hard was easier than the other one. The other one turned out to be a real kind of a stressful nightmare in a way, but it was really fun. Ended up a twofer in overnight. Got a Chinese restaurant that closed here last year. And then all the snow we've had, she collapsed the roof in one area. So we were able to get in there. Took a little work. Found out, oh, yeah, I don't know why it would be low res. So all my settings show the same, but yeah, it was low res for me for a while too. It's showing better on my screen now, but also I'm running Google Hangouts, guys. When I do the Sunday streams, I do Google Hangouts. And Hangouts is always lower resolution, doesn't do quite as pretty, but that's so if I want to bring somebody in, I can. Tuesday's always higher res. Yeah, creepy, might be able to do that. Just give me, email me exploringxcf@gmail.com and put Sunday chat in the subject. I'll have you come on for a while. Jay, yeah, I'd like to. I just don't explore much in the cold. Honestly, I'm not a cold weather person. I was bundled last night, which then ended up kind of bad because the Chinese restaurant that half collapsed from all the snowfall we were in actually was extremely sketchy. And I know work can be used too much, but half this place was caved in, the other half was pretty bad shape. But it was kind of cool. It wasn't tons left, but it was a really neat place to get into. Big, huge old Chinese restaurant. Some stuff was left kind of cool. It was also on a major thoroughfare, so at times to get any type of filming done or pictures, Sean had to stand in a window and watch and go, okay, no cars coming. Turn the light on, go. Then he's like, turn it off, cars coming. Near the end, I finally just said, screw it, and left the light on bright and just froze when cars went by. So I hope they thought it was a work light or something left on. But yeah, exploring a J, I'd love to collab a lot more during the warmer weather. I'm planning on a lot of it. I explore like crazy when it gets warm out. Also, we did a closed Kmart. Kmart that closed about a few months back, and this place still had power. We didn't know we'd find a way in, and we checked earlier in the day yesterday, found there was a way in somebody had made on this place. And we tried it, and we were hoping there was no security, but it was weird because we had to keep dodging. Other people kept coming in the lot and parking. We think there was other people trying to get in there, and we were scaring them off because my Impala still looks like a cop car, especially with the action cam and the windshield and stuff. Looks like a cop car. And Sean will sit there with my big LED light and aim it at people sometimes. So it was in and out. We had a heck of a time getting into that Kmart. But once we got in there, I've never seen a Kmart this big in my life. I mean, this place is huge. It must have been the regional management or something for all the Kmarts in the area, because the office areas in the back were bigger than the huge monstrous floor area up front. We spent, actually, you think an empty Kmart in and out. And I've explored one before, Lord Explorers, but this place took hours. Besides, we had to go clear across a bright white floor with lights and glass where everybody could see in, and try to get to the other sections like pharmacy and everything. But woof, it was scary, heck, crazy. Only have 261 subs tonight. Hey, Macy, I don't know what you're using, because, man, I keep sending your pictures to Urbexy, and he is confused. Easy tips and tricks. Yours lasted 14 minutes. Well, I did get a notification, easy tips and tricks, before I put my phone on airplane mode, because I don't want notifications beeping while I'm in places. But yeah, I knew you were on, but I was already out. I'm on my phone. Does that matter? No, creepy. I don't matter. Heck, I don't even ask if people don't even want to run the camera. They can just do audio. It's up to you guys. Kmart's are closed. There's a lot of Kmart's closing. So far, Kmart is not in as bad a shape as Sears. And once again, I've said this before, I never will understand why Kmart bought Sears. Sears was in monster debt when Kmart bought them. And Kmart was still semi-flush. So they bought somebody in deep debt that was doing worse than them. And now they've really put both companies in risk of going for good. Lowe's bought Kmart out. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Yeah, we did. I've done a Kmart before, creepy, and up in near Chicago with Lord Explorers. But this place was much nicer shape than that one. And you can tell it had just been closed. The power was still on. It was crazy how bright it was in there. It was like 8 million candle power of white when we're up front. And the huge glass doors up front. Everybody could see in real easy on a hot, busy thoroughfare. So it was weird. Kmart's like Tesco. Yeah, something like it, Ian. And Urbex Rocker Ruthie, welcome. Did a recon for a future Explorer. Went to future demoed houses. Oh, cool. That's good, Ruthie. Tay. I'm not doing too bad, Tay. You know, we got an inch of snow now over our 2 inches of ice. So it makes things really, now you can't even see what you're walking on to slip. Creepy. Give me about, let's say 15 minutes. Is that good enough for you? So yeah, we can do 15 minutes or so, creepy. In about 15 minutes, if that's okay. Hey, Rich, what's going on? Guys, I got something I want to talk about while a lot of you are here. This may be the last Sunday stream. There's a lot of you here right now, which is good. But honestly, my Sunday streams haven't done very good. And I'm not doing it just because of not doing very good. The Sunday stream I set up, and I talked to a lot of people on the Tuesday streams about it, about my idea, where I was going to do Hangouts. Do it through Hangouts so I could have explorers come in and talk to other explorers, or even some of the paranormal explorers talk to other paranormal explorers, or talk to me or whatever. But it really hasn't worked out. I've had maybe 1, 2 people on ever, and it really ends up just me talking to you guys again, and my voice is getting beat up between all my live streaming on the Tuesday stream, on my sci-fi channel, on Tough Topics. So I'm kind of getting a little out of time, and the Hangouts hasn't worked out. Maybe the Hangouts might keep going off and on if people set up with me on the Tuesday stream that they want to chat with me on Sunday. Maybe I'll come in on a Sunday and chat with certain people then. But it's going to be by setup from now on, because it's just not, it's taken so much time out of my Sunday. I'm getting behind. I'm a bit behind on that channel, and it took forever to get that one going because of it. So I'm just not working as well. Tay, hey man, thanks. I appreciate it, Tay. Really, I do. You don't need to do that. But I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate it. But thank you very much. Sorry, I've been told I'm kind of bad at. I get red and stuff, but thanks, man. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting me. You and Bouncer, kind of cool. I got a double on you guys because I got you and Bouncer in that House Explorer, which is kind of good. Good getting you both in there. But thanks very much, Tay. I really appreciate it. And I never know if I say your name right, because I even hear Bouncer say it differently, man. It looks like Tay, But I've heard him say Ty. I've heard him say Tay. It's like, ah! But I appreciate it again, man. 5 Celsius today, so a bit warmer. We are, I think we're about -4 C, -5, something like that here. Adjusta, how's it going? But no, guy, Sheila, Ruthie, well, no, Ruthie, sorry, Sheila, Ruthie. I thought it was you because the name Urbex Rocker. So I thought it was you, hon. I was just going with your channel name. But the Urbex Rocker kind of gave away, unless there was a copycat real quick. Hey, Adjusta. But yeah, but guys, I don't know what you think. TAE. Okay. So it's TAE. Oh, so you actually say TAE? You actually say it as in each letter? Oh. See, I've never heard anybody say it as TAE. I've always only heard Ty or Tay official. I never heard you actually say TAE official. Oh, well, crap. I'm nowhere near right then. And you got to get on everybody else, kind of boot them a little bit. I'm not doing too bad at Justa. Hey, Urbexy. For those of you who missed it, do me a favor, please hit thumbs up. And also, if you're watching anybody else's video or stream ever, and you do enjoy what they're doing, do hit the thumbs up because that does help on YouTube. And remember, no matter what you're watching, whether it be arts and crafts, how to paint your house, whatever, if you like the video, hit thumbs up because on YouTube, we want the people you would like and enjoy to be recommended more, to overrule the people that aren't doing as good a job or aren't doing good stuff on YouTube. Try to make YouTube a little better place for you, me, and YouTube itself, since they have problems policing their own rules, it seems. So, yeah. Where are you? That's a neat one. Hi, where are you from? I'm from the Iowa Quad Cities, right on the Iowa-Illinois border. Where are you from? Always smash thumbs up. Thank you, Adjusta. But what do you guys think? I mean, I know there's a good amount of you here right now, but my Sunday streams have struggled in numbers, but nobody really seems to be interested too much in doing the Hangouts. I had a lot of people interested when I had my Tuesday stream when we talked about it. They thought it was a good suggestion, but nobody gets involved. So with my medication, my voice issues, if I was doing enough of this where our last Sunday's stream here killed me doing 2 or 3 days of my sci-fi channel. So that put me back again. So I'm trying to gauge what you guys are interested in. If you do like the Hangout stream, please let me know, having people in. And like I said, maybe I'll just do a Sunday stream here and there after maybe 2 or 3 explorers set up with me to do that Sunday. And I'll take a certain amount of time with each explorer, or have you all on as a round table. 2 to 4 people on as a round table and do talks. From Russia, now it's Monday. Wow. That is great. I love, yeah, so Adjusta's like you then, where are you? He's also, it's his Monday also. Well, Adjusta, I don't know if all my streams are awesome, man, thanks, but you're always an upbeat, energetic guy, so I appreciate that. I just try to make sure I do something that's worth your guys' time, honestly. But what's your guys, you think that's a better suggestion? Maybe just do the Sunday streams to, when I get 2 or 3 people that want to come in, do a roundtable discussion on Sundays, because I kind of did it for the Hangout stream. In Russia now, Monday. That's, yeah. Yes, you're ahead of us in Russia. Oh, no. Hey, Tay, dude, you don't have to just pop in and do that, dude. I mean, I appreciate it, but thank you. And hey, everybody, if you haven't checked out TAE, if I'm doing that right again, do check him out. He does good explorers in Canada, and he's a lot braver than I am, and that's not a joke. I'm not saying that because of Super Chat. I've always said the Canadian guys up north are much braver than me. Even last night, to our explorers, I was bundled. But those guys up north are, I don't know, they might be the most real explorers out there, because Dang, is it cold up there and they're out doing this stuff. So thanks, Tay. I appreciate it. Keep exploring, man. Yeah, Rich. And when YouTube is worldwide, it's hard to get a time to meet other people from countries. And right now, Urbexy's 6 hours ahead. It's 10:15 there for him. And Adjusta's on his Monday morning also. Creepy, you're late Sunday, aren't you? Abandoned yesterday's, it's late Sunday night there. So I love the worldwide. But what do you guys think about the Sunday thing? The Tuesdays are still gonna be. That's my main thing anyway. And maybe I'll throw in a Hangouts on a Tuesday if you guys think it'd be more responsive doing Hangouts on a Tuesday here or there if I just switch it up. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, he's brave boy. Brave boys up there. Tay, Bouncer B, and Urbex TV. And there's another couple. Sorry, guys. It's hard to remember everybody. Asimov is up there, and I'm forgetting somebody, and I'm gonna bang my head against the wall. Check out the Canadian guys when you get a chance. I know Bouncer, TAE, and Urbex TV have links to a lot of the other Canadian guys. But they will explore in weather that I won't set foot out my door. Even my Chesapeake Bay Retriever, it goes, maybe not. 22:15. Oh, you guys net military time. At least that's what we call it here. Internet absolutely amazing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Rich. That's the whole point. Yeah. Wow, that's great. I got to know some of the notifications work today. What do you guys think? I'm still looking for a few answers. What do you guys feel about the maybe not be doing these streams, the Sunday streams for a while? I mean, Creepy's going to come on here in about 3 minutes, Creepy. 3 minutes. I'll send you a link. I'll send you the link now. You can always come on. Just a sec here. Let me get you the link. Hey, Lord Explorers. Saw your live stream, man. There it is. Refresh. And I'm sure Creepy will be there. And I'll pull this up and get in the link. Copy. Close. Sorry, everybody. Jumping through the old Hangouts hoops here for Creepy. Oh, didn't see. Got an email yet. Creepy. You gotta. Am I on the right mail? Let me check that first. Yep. Creepy. You gotta send me an email at exploringwithcf@gmail.com and put Sunday chat in the subject line. Then I got the link rating for you. But so far it shows you have not emailed me for me to send you the link. Yep, I just refreshed. You got to send me that link, and then I'll send you the or send me your email. I'll send you a link. There we go. What's up, Lord Explorers, man? Let's see. Yeah, Creepy, just make sure you send me the link. Or email me. Okay, he's doing it. Okay. All good, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, guys, not only was I out last night, but about the same time I was out, halfway around the other planet, Urbexy was out exploring last night and also had a good night. We exchanged some pictures this morning. We both had a pretty good night. So, as tired as I am, I'm happy. He's happy. So, hopefully, Ruthie or Sheila, whichever you want to be called, you get some good explorers out of the ones you scouted out. Oh, no problem, Burning Sands. That's why I see that. That's good to know. That's good to know right there. So maybe that's what I'll do. The Tuesdays are definitely being there. I'm not going anywhere. The Tuesdays are not going anywhere. But the Sundays, maybe I'll just do a Sunday as I get a couple of you that want to do a Sunday chat or a roundtable. And then I will come in and we'll do a Sunday talk with some people. Making it more of an event than every Sunday, because then I can make sure I don't overtax my voice with these meds. Because right now I'm doing a lot of live streams and making videos. And like I said, last Sundays, my voice is real bad because of my meds. Even now, it's still borderline, and I couldn't do a video from my other channel for like 2-3 days. Good for my wife that I lost my voice for 2-3 days, but not good for anything else. I barely had it back for Tuesday's stream. Honestly, it's up to you. Gotta do what you want to do. Rich, what do you like better? Do you like the Sundays better than the Tuesday evenings? I know you're a busy man, Rich. YouTube. I'll check. Okay, just a sec here, creepy. I'll get you. Hey, there you are. All right. Reply and it is sent, creepy. And if you guys email me and your real name is on your email, I will not use your real name if that's not what is on the chat screens. I use what is on the chat screens as you. The only people I name on here are people I know or people that other people also know their real names. So if I say Urbexy's real name, I know a lot of people know his real name. You know, so Adjust is not sneaky with his name. Let's see here. Now I get my windows back where I want them. Hangouts just takes a little more work. Lord Explorers, did you enjoy doing your stream, man? You and Culver doing pretty good. I'm with you on that, Macy. Oh, wow. Urbexy's going to go bet on some coffee. What's he betting on? The decaf or the caffeinated to win? I'm going to buy money on caffeinated. Oh, wow. He's only in grade 1, Adjusta? How long until you get him up and filming his own channel? You're right, Lord Explorers. It is a lot of fun to actually talk to people, interact. Have a good one, Adjusta, and tell your son hi and tell him to hurry up and get ready to take over Dad's channel. Sorry, guys, I say that because if you watch some of Adjusta's videos, there's a few of those videos where his boy steals the camera, and he does really good with his lines. So I think it's gonna be sooner or later he's gonna have his own channel, or Dad's gonna have to start sharing the camera a little more. Yeah, I agree, Rich. That's kind of why I did it, but it just wasn't. Sunday was just so hit and miss, and the reason I did it was getting so hit and miss. So if I do stick with any Sundays, it's going to be very floating. Is what's going to have to be then, because it is taken away from doing my other channel kind of heavily. But not that I'm not, as you know, I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying it just takes away sometimes. Byron, how's it going, man? Oh, that's okay, Byron. You probably didn't get a notification because I was busy answering your email. Hey, Hike with Mike, how's it going, man? Yes, that's why I made sure. I was glad you saw the video, man, because you were talking about the quarries. And I remember running into it. And I know that's not too far from Lord Explorers. He could probably go over there and get a better video of it, actually. Because when me and Sean were there was tons of activity on the one side. We couldn't get near the other side. And as for flying a drone, you're right near O'Hare. I mean, it's illegal as 3 shades of crap there to fly. Just that's great, man. See? Born YouTuber. Right there. Justice raising 2nd generation YouTuber, everybody. Yeah, I might do that, Rich. Or like I said, do as a floating one. And we'll see every Tuesday. Maybe we'll talk on Tuesday streams. See if anybody's interested in a Sunday one. We'll do it that way. We'll do it by vote and who I want to come in during live. And I did send Creepy the link, everybody. So he should be in here any second, probably. He's probably just linking it to his phone and getting ready to boot it up. He'll probably appear any second. If it doesn't work, Creepy, let me know. So what's going on today, Heather? Who's had some other good explorers? I know me and Urbexy both had a good night last night. And me and Sean, it was darn cold here and at night exploring. It was very busy and kind of bad at the one place. But then I was roasting in the Kmart we were in because it still had power and some heat on. So I'm bundled and wearing boots and everything. Is like, ah. And that place, Lord Explorers, you know the Kmart you and I did, Lord Explorers? Multiply that by about 5. And that's how big this other Kmart was. I guess from what little I found out, it's one step below or about the same size as the Super Kmarts they had for a while. That this one may have been labeled a Super Kmart at one time. But the back areas, Lord Explorers, that you and I did, and the one up there by you, the back areas were 10 times as big. Tons of tunnels and walkways all over the place, and stock rooms and crazy break rooms and offices hidden all over. Because this one was regional. It's a regional hub for others. Really cool. Hey, Paranation, how's it going? No, Byron. But the problem is to get it back to me, I'd have to fly it above ground. And the FAA does control. I know you may not think I could get in trouble, but if a cop saw it and I am flying it back to me even at 10-foot level, I can get in trouble. And I'm that close to O'Hare Airport. I don't want to mess with anybody. When you're that close to O'Hare, you're in the landing areas. Plus, if it does have a problem down there, I'm kind of have a hard time ever getting it back. I do like to try to keep my drone. You know, I do fly across the Mississippi River here too sometimes, which is All right, Justin, have a good one, man. Ooh, did the Hobbit Cottage Hospital? Yeah, I saw that, Macy. I saw you had your own exploring crew now. Are those your scouts? I was supposed to explore last night and today, but my ride. Oh, ouch. Sorry, Heather. Well, that's too bad. Hopefully you get another shot at them and they're still there and you can get in and get them done anyway. Second try, never give up, never surrender. Sorry, I went back to my sci-fi roots there. Oh, Urbexy. Um, from what I saw from iMacy's video, Urbexy, you did enjoy the place. Hey, how's it going?
What's happening? You all right?
Everybody, this is creepy right here.
Look a bit creepy as well with this bum fluff.
Hey, I'm a lot better. I always have this, but I didn't even take a time to. I was up until like 6:30 and 7 a.m. throughout exploring.
Oh, really?
So, and I got up at 11, so I didn't even take time to shave. I was like,
I never do anymore. I give up.
oh, it's annoying. Guys, he is a lot more into the paranormal. So right now, if you have paranormal questions, topics, he's the one to talk to. Because like I said, I always admit I'm not that into the paranormal, don't know much about it. It's not my thing, but I count urban exploration as a wide range. I want to make sure I get a wide range of people from different areas of urban exploration in here. That's why someday I'm going to have Hike with Mike on here on a Sunday stream when we do one coming up. It's going to be sporadic, guys. But when we do one, I'm going to have Hike with Mike on here because he's a whole different type of well, I still consider urban exploration. So I'm still working on him on that. So what's going on over there with you, man?
Not much, man. It's just chilling, relaxing. Came out of the hospital the other day, didn't I? So, just relaxing. Did a live feed the other day, so just to catch up with everybody. But yeah, we've got a couple of explorers coming up.
Cool.
I think it's going to be a hospital on the 23rd. Now, it could go ahead or it couldn't go ahead. I'm not quite sure yet. It depends on what the state of it's in, meaning security, so on and so forth, because apparently there's building works going ahead. So we'll hopefully find out at some point this week if that will be going ahead on the 23rd. But that's one of the big explores I'll be doing at some point.
Cool. For the hospitals, I see hospitals are great for paranormal explorers or just plain explorers. And for me, they're even double great because as somebody with a lung problem who spends a lot of time in the hospital, to me, it's nice to walk into a hospital where I'm not being checked in once in a while.
I know that it's going to be a bit weird for me as well, considering I've just come out of one.
Yeah. Now you get to do a little looking around on your own.
Well, this is it. They're even better if you can find a mortuary. because to me, I think that's where you find the theatres and the mortuaries, the two places. If there's going to be activity, it's going to be in them two places. To be fair, so that's where we try and find.
Yeah.
Which is yeah.
Let's see here. Jennifer Bearden in my she's from not too far from me in the States. She has 3 inches of ice. She had to take off her driveway with a torch today. We got a lot of it here. Plus now we got snow on top of our ice. You can't even see it. Let me see. Abandoned yesterday.
No.
Talking to her backseat. Byron E. Creepy doesn't look paranormal. He's looking at you saying you don't look too paranormal.
Well, I've got all my equipment next to me, so I'll give that a show in a bit. So
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the chat or not.
no, I can't. No.
Okay, let's see. Paranation Exploration says shout out Tom.
Yeah.
I know Ian I Macy over there in Scotland. He did a hospital just recently on his videos, and it was kind of a nice old beat up place. Are you looking
All right.
for
Which one was that again?
Ian from I Macy in Scotland? He just
Oh,
did an explore of a hospital.
oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I'll have to try, look
Now,
for him.
what about this hospital? Is this a newer hospital or an older hospital you get to see?
As far as I know, it's going to be a oldish Victorian type hospital.
Ooh,
But again,
crap.
I don't know 100% on details at the moment because obviously I only got told today, well tonight,
Hmm.
about the place. So because originally it was going to be a care home, but with it being a collab with a couple of other people as well, they've already done the care home not long ago, so they don't really want to go back
Hmm.
to the same place.
See, I've never had a
But with
problem
this,
doing that. How do you feel about doing that? Because I know when I went up to Chicago, Lord Explorers actually took me back to a couple places he's already been. He had no problem doing it because he gets to see it again and maybe not something he didn't miss. I've
I
taken
think
other people places. What do you feel about going back to places even 2, 3 times? Something
me
about paranoid.
personally, I've done that. I've been to a place called Brock Mill, which is just up the road from me. It's an old it used to be an old
Hmm.
ironworks mill and a steelworks mill, but then it got changed to a I can't even say it. Ugh, too late. Where they make medicines and all that, basically herbal remedies and stuff
Oh,
like
wow.
that. I've done there a couple of times, and I've also done Winstanley Hall as well, which is an old Tudor mansion.
Oh, wow.
I've done there a couple of times as well, but I don't see a problem with it, and I know a couple of people who don't, who I do go exploring with. But
Yeah.
with the couple of people we are doing a collab with, I don't think they want to go to the place more than once, if that makes sense. They want to keep tackling the list what they've got.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, I can get to that
Well, I
care
know
home
some
another day.
explorers, not just paranormal explorers, I know some paranormal explorers even more um, worried about going back to the same place because say you're pushing your luck. Some explorers in general are worried to go back because like, okay, I got in and out one time without a problem, but the second time, an owner, the police,
Yeah,
the floors are sketchy. I got through with it one time. Should I go back and push my luck? And I've run into a
yeah.
couple paranormal explorers say they rarely go back because they're worried about how. And once again, I don't know how do they put it. They stir the spirits up and get them annoyed with them, and they're afraid like, oh, let's not go push that luck again. So I kind of
Um,
wonder which way you feel more about it. If well, you said you don't mind going back, but
no.
out of any of those, which one would be one reason you may not want to go back? Would be more worried about getting caught or the paranormal side? You're like, okay, I may have stirred the pot too much.
Well, I think now I will not even try to attempt the Winstanley Hall anymore. I did take my friend who came down Paranation Exploration. I did try and get him and show him into the grounds. We got literally inches away, and the guy came up on a quad bike with a German Shepherd dog on front of it,
Ooh,
and he was effing and blinding and all that. I thought, mate, we're not here to cause any damage or anything. He says, I'm sick to death of getting told off about my dog biting kids and all that. He says, you're damn sight lucky that the dog were on leash because it's normally not on a lead. And I thought, all right, chill, chill.
Yep, exactly.
We'll go. It's fine.
Exactly. And
um,
that's a good way to think about it, everybody. Like he just said, if you are somewhere and somebody does find you, whether it's an owner, police, or whatever else, just be respectful. I mean, sometimes we are
that's
there.
it.
Sometimes you do get in with permission, but if you're not, to be respectful as nice as possible and yep, sorry, thank you, out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Heather Explorer says she loves revisiting places, and by then she has the hang of it. That's a good way to look at it, Heather, because then I really wish I would have got a better look at this or a shot of this. Especially
Yeah.
go through your pictures and video. You're like, well, crap, I missed this, I missed that. Well, that's
That's
not
it.
on here. So you go back and
Yeah.
redo, and I have done that a few times.
Yeah. I've done that to another mill in Wigan where I'm from, and first time I went, didn't see this air raid shelter. Second time I went into a totally different part of the mill I never even knew was there.
Uh-huh.
And luckily for us, we found an out part of the air raid shelter what was there. So yeah, it's always best going back more than once because you never know what you would have
Yep.
missed first time round.
Yeah, we went
So
back to the Service Rubber plant in Rock Island, Illinois. That's now not been demolished. I had that in my drone video lately about that being knocked down. Sean and I had been in there actually twice, but such a huge complex. And he thought
yeah,
we were missing a section. He's looking at the plans. He's like, we're missing a section. Yeah, he had blueprints. He's missing. He's like, we're
yeah,
missing something. So we finally got back in there the last time we went back in. Third floor, we found huge rubber vats big enough we could stand in and climb on. Huge room we totally missed if we hadn't gone
yeah.
back. I had a question
It's
for you. Jennifer Bearden says to ask you, can you do an explore in Edinburgh Castle?
Edinburgh Castle.
Yep.
She might be in luck because I'm going to Edinburgh on the 25th with my lovely wife for our anniversary. And that is one place where I will be going to. Now, obviously, it's not going to be a proper explore where there is going to be tourists
Oh
around
yeah,
and so on
they
and
even
so forth. But
everybody's even listing here what it costs and everything. So that I don't think a lot of people mind. I
yeah,
mean, my wife and I did one of the World War II ship here lately. I
yeah,
just found it interesting. It was a tour, but I got a lot of great footage off it.
yeah.
And if you're loving it and you still show that feeling for that place on your video, I think people are still gonna like it just as much.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's one of them places. Edinburgh Castle is one of them places where you really can't help with the sheer amount of people what go because it's such a historical, well-known place around the world. So many people, China, America, everywhere comes over to go and see that castle. So there will be a video on the place. I'm not gonna not do a video. There will be. I possibly might even do a live while I'm there as well.
Well, that'd be cool.
Um,
See, now that's
but
great
and
because
there
I,
is,
I may not be able to get over there. If I do get to Scotland, it'll be years, depending on my health does or other people, or Jennifer wants to see it. Now,
yeah,
the cool thing about this is you can show it here. That is
of
the
course,
sharing of YouTube. And as much as I pick on some of YouTube's stupid mistakes and problems lately, that right there
yeah,
is the power of YouTube and the internet. That you're over there, it can show all of us this. That is just going to be great to see.
of course, yeah. That's it. I mean, obviously, Edinburgh Castle's not exactly small either, but there is one other castle which I'm aiming to do a video on, which is called Chillingham Castle
Oh wow!
as well. Excuse me. That's near my mother's. It's about half an hour away from my mum's, and that's supposed to be really haunted as well. But I'm aiming to just even if I can't get into the castle grounds, I'm aiming to go at least round the gardens and round the castle as well. Um, but I will just say as well, I've stopped putting pictures within the videos now.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm doing now is putting all the pictures onto my Facebook page. Um, it's not the one. I'm having trouble with that as well. I used to have two pages. One I first set up so thought it would make it easier. That was the complete wrong page. I cannot flaming work out how the death to cancel it. I think I've done it, but it's still some up there. It's still up there. So when I've always said to people, check out my Facebook page. all the pictures and updates and so on and so forth and explores is going to be on there. They're
What is
all
your
going to the
Facebook
wrong one.
page?
It's named the exact same, Creepy
Okay.
Explorers.
There you go, guys. If you
But
want to check out anything else from him, look at
yeah,
Facebook, Creepy Explorers. Come
yeah.
on.
I mean, it's not the one with the tick. It's not the one where you got to like. You've got to. It's that one what everyone's going to. It's not that one whatsoever. It's the second one what comes up where you've got a request to join. Basically,
Okay.
I just wanted to put that out because I know a lot of my subscribers has come from you as well, CF. So obviously, if I mention it here, it'll get out a lot
Yeah.
more places and a lot more people.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's actually good now to have a Facebook page where you have to request anymore because
Yeah.
YouTube, I mean, Facebook, sorry, has become kind of toxic in the urban exploring world. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people now, KH Urban X, Urbexy's got one of the channels on there. And a lot of people are doing that. We got requests now because they're trying to keep it a nice, friendly. The page is nice and friendly now. You kind of have to do that these
Exactly.
days.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, that's where I'll put all my updates, my update coming explores, so on and so forth, and all the pictures, what I take of the locations now, gets put onto the Facebook page. I'm keeping YouTube strictly video now.
I
So
kind of mix them. Sometimes I put pictures in my videos. Sometimes I use
yeah,
them as Easter eggs. But on Facebook, I always mix because
yeah,
the pages are so diverse on Facebook. I want to give each page, whether they're more into photos or more into video, a chance for either. So I mix
mm-hmm.
15, 20 pictures on Facebook along with the video link.
Yeah,
Actually, that was his idea, and it's a good idea. He's right because I'm a member of pages where they do like pictures more. So I made sure. I got a couple comments. Heather
okay,
Explorers still talking about revisiting places. She says it is stressful once you have to film plus watch your surroundings. And she said she was new and got scared at a few places. So she did have to do a few redos. And Heather, that was when you're new, but you've been doing it a little longer now. And guess what? I've been doing this 30 years, and you're still going to look at places and go, crap, I missed something. You're still going to want to go
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Burning Sands
yeah.
Exploration. Cindy says she would pay $25 to see a castle because she's never seen one in person.
Oh really?
Cindy, there's a couple places here in America where you can go see some of the big Gothic churches that are abandoned ones,
Mm-hmm.
like the one in Gary, Indiana, that looks close to a castle.
I have got a castle video on my channel as well of a broken. We call it the broken down castle around here because it's a replica of Liverpool Castle, what got specifically built to the point where it looks broken, it looks ruined, and so on and so forth. So obviously I did it at night time, so the clear pictures they're not that clear.
It's tough,
I've
isn't
got to
it,
be
at night?
honest. But yeah, well, this is it. But you can see majority of it. It is clear enough to make out the castle shape and see the castle walls and stuff like that. So if you're interested, guys, head over and check that one out.
There you go. Um, Ian Macy, or I Macy, sorry, he's sharing a couple of
Yeah.
locations here that you probably know about. He said the Covenanters Dungeon is a great location, and
Okay.
Newkirk Castle Selkirk tells a dark tale.
Ooh,
So he's
I
talking
think I've
about
heard the
those.
first one.
And Paranation Exploration, thank you very much for what you're doing for Cindy. Paranation is going to send a nice little castle video direct to Cindy. That's great. Thank you, Paranation.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, there you go, Cindy. Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see too many others. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I'm trying to make sure I get
No,
some of the
it's fine,
comments
buddy.
if they're really commenting about what we're doing. Um,
Yeah.
the Rydell Estate. Ian Macy talking about Rydell Estate. It belonged to the Rydell family for over 700 years. It's free and hidden in a forest.
And that's in the UK, is it?
Um, Ian, where is that? If you can share the location, if not, get a hold of Creepy afterwards because he wants to know. If you can't
Oh,
share it
yeah,
openly,
definitely.
as I know sometimes sharing things openly gets things destroyed. I know but Jericho and I both made videos about that, and it'll beat you up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean,
on the unknown.
I've got a list of like 60 odd places to go to, so it'll just get
Wow.
added to that
We don't have that
at
many,
some
but
point.
isn't it great to have a lot?
Oh yeah.
We've got a few. We got somewhere starting off for the warm weather, but I can't wait till warm weather hits.
Oh no. Yeah, it's. I mean, there's a place called the Car Caves. So a lot of people would have heard about that.
Yeah.
Car Caves in Wales, and me and my friends are gonna hit that in the summertime because you have got a abseil down a underground cliff edge, I should say. So, um, yeah, we're going to be hitting that in the dry weather because it won't be as safe through the winter, I should say.
Oh
So,
yeah. Um,
yeah,
I'm
definitely
AC
doing that.
the one we were just talking about. Riddell is in the Scottish borders.
Oh yeah, yeah, Scottish borders. All right, okay.
So if you guys need to,
Um,
creepy I'm AC, you two should get a hold of each other maybe and do a little chit chat and
yeah, definitely. Because we.
maybe even do a collaboration, which I always like to see collaborations because I think
Oh, big time. I'm
collaboration
up for
between
that.
two
Yeah.
YouTube explorers is just, to me, it's exciting because you see two or more people into the same thing
Yeah.
and two videographers doing stuff from their own perspectives. Even if they do videos going, linking them, it's really cool. You can see
Yeah.
how differently each person sees it.
Oh, brilliant. Well, my mum lives on the Scottish borders, so that's not too bad for me.
Okay. I gotta say something here. I'm on the unknown. Is talking to Heather about doing a review on one of her videos. She said she's not ready for that. Heather, don't ever feel you're not ready. It's not that you have
No,
to be some polished super video, proper people explorer. It's anything. And that's why you sometimes you don't want to be polished or worry about it being polished because then you can get suggestions on improvement or what people already love about what you're doing. If you already know you're not polished,
that's it.
then people can give you suggestions on how great of the good things you're doing are. And then you know what
Yeah.
to work on. So don't ever feel bad about having that perfect. Mine aren't perfect. I still got problems with
Yeah,
moving my
this is
camera
it.
too fast.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter how long you've been doing something. You're always going to have that fault about you, what other people don't that will pick out on you. Um, but it's just constructive criticism. It's
Exactly.
nothing going to be major. It's just going to say. I mean, if someone's so new to doing stuff like that, these little tiny pointers, what other people will come out, will actually help you build that channel up to the way
Exactly.
you could possibly like it. But the way what I've learned in doing my channel is I don't. It sounds so weird. This I don't do it to please others. I do it to how I like to do the video. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Um, so obviously, my way could be something completely wrong, and people don't like it the way I've done it. But I feel more comfortable in doing it the ways I do it,
Of
even though
course. It should
I mean, I
always
get
start off
mixed up.
being what you enjoy. Because honestly, I
Oh,
always
of
tell
course, yeah,
people if people don't enjoy watching your videos, that's one thing. But the first thing is you have to enjoy doing it and enjoy being comfortable at it. Because
that's it.
how I film, like Urbexy films totally different. You never
Yeah,
see his face, ever hear his voice.
yeah,
Just he does 2 to 8 minute videos on average with music, and he does good
yeah,
videography. I have my face in there about 6 to 10% of the time,
yeah,
and my voice. We narrate sometimes, sometimes we don't.
yeah,
Yours is gonna be sometimes you do a mix. I've seen your videos, and
yeah,
depends on how much of the paranormal and what you're doing at the time.
yeah.
I think first thing is do is like what you're doing and the way you're doing it, and then
Exactly,
tweak a little, but still keep it as you enjoying it. If you don't
exactly.
enjoy it, nobody else will.
Yeah, your channel's your channel. So obviously, if you're happy with your channel, 8 times out of 10 of the people on YouTube will be happy with your content as well. So
Abandoned yesterdays. Never feel bad. Just watch us. We are never polished. Talking to Heather about she doesn't feel polished. Abandoned yesterdays, though. You're not polished. I think you should never, ever even aspire to get more polished.
no.
Your rough edgedness is perfect for you guys. And Heather,
Yeah.
no, don't worry about how many explorers you've done, Heather. Sheila or Ruthie, we did a couple of hers video, little bits on my stream last time. and she's pretty new, especially to the YouTube part. And
Mm-hmm.
I put those up. So it doesn't matter new, old, how many you've done. Like I said, I'm doing it for 30 years. Sean's been doing it with me for 30 years. I've, I've put people on my channel, been doing it for a couple months. Others been doing it for 10, 15 years. It's all over, guys. So don't ever think you have to be seasoned or really amazing at videography. Or as I proved
Yeah,
last weekend, even if it's a YouTube video where it's stills in music under, 5 minutes or so, that still works on the review. Why not?
that's it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Never try and beat other people because otherwise you'll always find somebody who's higher and you're always going to be trying beat and you'll be putting more
Oh, that is
concentration in doing
perfect.
that
Yes.
than the
Yep.
love into your videos. So just do it in your own time. I mean, I try and get a video out once a week. Obviously, the problems I've not managed to do that. But if I can't get out due to with my work now, I go on call for a week. I always try and do a live, but that's just my thing. I try and get at least one video out every week.
That's what I try to
But
do. It's tough sometimes.
yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. It's big time tough, but obviously do your YouTube on how you want to do it,
Mhm.
not how others want you to do it.
Yep.
It's all about showing I mean, it's like anything. It Making a video your way is putting a bit of your personality into that video.
Exactly.
So when someone watches that video, they're also seeing a bit of your personality, what's come out of it as well. It shows who you are as a person as well. So don't ever worry about beating people or how many videos you go, like CF said,
Mhm.
because you'll never ever win on how many videos you get up or if you're trying to beat a certain person. But the only thing you'll lose the love and the care into your videos because
Mhm.
you're concentrating more on trying to beat somebody.
Yep.
So
I agree 100%. Abandoned Yesterdays is saying, they say here the car caves are very dangerous. And then Urbexy right afterwards says, need to be really careful if you do the car caves. Know of a few who have done it, and now they say they would never do it again.
yeah, yeah, mate, I'm a savage.
Hey, we've all done some
I
shit
go
last
to
night.
places where only people could dream of.
The place me and Sean went into, I probably wouldn't have gone alone because of how dangerous it was. The Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant is actually collapsing because the weight of the snow we've had around here. And a couple of
right.
my pictures I sent to Urbexy earlier, you can see the one area of the roof is like this, and Sean can stand up and touch that area of the roof now. And in the
Wow.
wind, we can hear the building kind of creaking. It's like, ah. Oh yeah,
That
you can't
reminds
help the
me of
feeling, man.
Winston
Sometimes you just do
Hall.
it and get in as much as you can and get the heck out of there if it gets too bad.
Yeah. But it reminds me of Winston Hall. There's only like just the corridor bit left. All the rooms, there's no floors left and stuff like that. How you're walking across rotted beams and it's really dangerous. It's not a place you would want to go by yourself, even though I have done it by myself. Um, but with me, it's like I don't mind. I do it for my viewers. So if I want to show something to someone, nothing will stop me. I will do everything I can,
Yep.
possibly, but safely, where I
Well, I
can
wish
show
I could say
my
that last
viewers.
word. There's a few times I haven't done that last word very well where Sean couldn't make it and I went away anyway. I went to Gary, Indiana. I've been there twice by myself, and some people told me like, "Wow, what were you thinking?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just did it." I'm not saying I
Yeah.
didn't have my pepper spray out in a couple times, or I've been a couple places where I've
Yeah.
had to hide in a closet because some scrappers came in someplace, and it was
Mm-hmm.
four of them and one of me. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna stay real quiet for a bit, but it is what it is, and you have to expect some of that.
Well, this is it, isn't it? And you never know what the building's going to be like unless you've been in it.
I'm more worried
So,
about people than I am the buildings anymore. And it sounds maybe a little arrogant, but Sean and I have been doing this so long, and we both have a little construction background. We do know a little bit about the buildings, but I'm more worried about
yeah,
people running into drug addicts or scrappers or vandals than I am ever the buildings as much.
I'm the exact same. When I'm by myself, it's a totally different. How can I? It takes a lot for me to be scared of something paranormal than it is something of a human person jumping
Exactly.
out
Oh
of
yeah.
You know,
I'd be much more, even if I was doing the paranormal like you, I'd be much more worried about the actual people.
yeah, yeah,
Um, let's see. Jennifer Bearden has a question for you. I'm not
yeah.
sure about this because it's more of a tourist place. She wants to know if
Okay.
you would ever explore Stonehenge. And I'm betting she means either as just a straight explorer or as paranormal, even.
I've not done it as an explorer, and I've not done it as a paranormal. I have been to it though because I used to be based down there when I was in the British Army. I used to be based about 15 minutes away, so I have been to the place. But it is probably one place I would do if obviously people want to see that. Then I would put it on my list to go and do. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Burning Sands Exploration says she does videos just because it's a lot of fun and she likes sharing. She doesn't worry much about polishing. She's just enjoying herself. Exactly. And I don't want to put her on the spot here. I'm sorry, Cindy. So feel free to send me a stink mail. But Cindy, she's like abandoned yesterday's. She's one of the upper aged explorers, I guess you'd say. And she's probably one of the coolest grandmas in America. She has her own urban exploring YouTube channel. And I already know her
Yeah.
grandkids love it more than her actual kids do.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love Cindy's channel. It's great.
Well, I actually find it really I know some people are like, oh, whatever, this older person, whatever. But I actually find it really cool that you don't have to really get old. You can grow older, but you don't have to get old. You can still be out there having fun,
Yeah.
doing this stuff, seeing these places and sharing them. And I just love it.
Oh, big time.
I
Yeah.
great. And it shows a lot about exploring that I know people like as young as Kaiser Glick, who's like 15, 16, clear up to people like Abandoned Yesterdays and Cindy, still out there just doing it and loving it. And that is says so much about exploring that big a range of people are out doing it.
hmm Yeah, big time. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. I'm going to try asking a lot of people this from now on. If you had a chance to explore with one YouTube urban explorer, who would it be?
YouTuber.
Uh huh.
Ooh, I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, but
Oh,
I like Omar Gosh. I've got to be honest.
oh, ouch. I won't give you hate.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bow my head in silence for a second.
I know. Obviously, I've seen other people having a big fit, but I don't know. I think him as a genuine person overruns everything because even though some of his videos, he doesn't. He always classes his videos as entertainment, just like everybody else's. Some of his videos, yeah, he could have said it's been faked slightly, you know, but I think most of his videos, what he does, especially his vlogs, if anyone's seen his vlogs more than his exploring videos, he has done some wonderful things like help the homeless and
Yeah.
set up.
Well, I actually am with his vlogs. I have no problem with his vlog stuff. I have seen his vlog stuff.
Yeah,
I have no problem
yeah,
with it. His exploring
yeah,
videos, I'm not gonna lie, I do have a little problem with that because he didn't always admit he was theater. He
yeah,
made believe it was real for a long time. That's the only thing I have
yeah.
issues with. But no, if you like him, you like him.
Oh no, I agree.
I don't
Yeah,
go after anybody's choice so much.
yeah.
Um, Byron E, my quartermaster general here, I want to ask you, are you using any special equipment on your explorers? Anything that you think that maybe just you're using or something you would consider special?
Well, obviously, I do all my editing, I do all my filming, taking pictures, all on my phone. I do everything. I don't have a camera for that. Only what's on my phone camera. I do have a little contraption on what my phone holds in, a little tripod, and so on and so forth. But I will show you all this here. All this is
Holy Moses.
just some of my equipment, what I use out on explores. So obviously I've got my Ouija board here. I don't really use that. I take it with me just in case, but I don't really use it. The main equipment what I do use is my K2, which I'll explain everything after. That's my K2. I have been using my PSB 11 Spirit Box, which was kindly donated to me from J&M Explorations.
Oh, J&M, yeah,
Uh,
they're great people.
yeah, definitely. I love them to bits. So yeah, they kindly donated that to me. So I've been
Wow.
using it. I used that on my last explores at the convent. Um, these two I normally use as locking off parts of the equipment. Now, when I start doing local explores, I will use this. It's what Paranation Exploration has built me.
Oh, there you go.
I think it looks pretty cool, to be fair. All it is a speaker inside,
That's
a power
cool.
pack, lights up. You've got the copper reel, which copper and the crystal in the middle are the two things. It's basically like conductors for the paranormal. So it works to bring the spirit into, or if there is any spirit there, it helps him bring it in closer. And obviously, I'll have my
That's cool.
speaker linked up to the PSP Spirit
I
Box,
can
so
look at
it's
that
easier
box
for.
you've got, and I can love that box you got just from a straight standpoint because to me that looks very steampunk, and I love
Yeah.
steampunk art. I've actually bought some steampunk art I have up here, so that looks very
Okay.
steampunk to me. So right away, just for me, I'm going, that's cool looking. So good job,
we
Parent
should.
Nation,
You should.
on that one.
You should speak to Paradation Exploration.
I
We've got
may
a big
actually have to.
toolbox one.
I do have actual steampunk art up here. I do love that stuff. That is
Yeah.
cool. Let's see. I want to check something here. Make sure I'm getting at least some of the questions. I'm not catching up with all of them. Ian Macy says if you're on your own talking to the camera, it makes people think there are more than one person. I actually do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not doing this, I will yell out sometimes to see if there's anybody there and go, "Hey, I'm live streaming for YouTube." And then I go, "I'm talking right now live to my viewers. So if you don't want to be on
Hmm.
camera, don't stay out of sight of the camera." That'll scare some people if they are in there because they don't want to be caught
Yeah.
live on camera anyway. So that'll
This
keep
is
some
it. Yeah.
people out of
Yeah.
here.
Definitely. Yeah.
And Ian
Oh,
also says
definitely.
if you're on your own talking, no, he said, where is it? He said something about, oh, plus your senses are heightened when you're on your own on an explorer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, big time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
You're a lot more
I mean,
puckered
it's
when you're by
okay through the
yourself.
day. Yeah, it's okay through the day. I mean, your sense and your hearing, especially at night time, becomes a lot more sensitive than through the day because you can hear further at night than you can through the day. Um, but with most of my explores and so on and so forth, they are at night time. But yeah, I agree. Your senses run over time at night time, especially.
Urbexy says, okay, if a scrapper dies in a location and is now a ghost, does that make it twice as bad since he's a ghost and a scrapper? I, Ian says, yeah, ghost and a scrapper, that could be bad.
Just
Heather
Bexy to say
Explorer,
that.
Heather
Um,
would like more with his JP videos, and I agree, Heather. JP makes some really good videos.
yeah, yeah.
JP.
Well, it's funny that Bexy said that because I did actually find a body on one of my explores. Um, for that reason, I never uploaded the video just for the respects of that person.
Mm.
And I think I'll be going back again at some point. Obviously now it's been some time, but at the time I never uploaded the video, not even the first little bit or anything, because it's like so many people what I've seen through YouTube has seen bodies,
Yeah.
and they've placed them up on YouTube, and I don't think that's respectful for that
Oh no,
deceased.
100%. I mean, I think any good
Uh,
explorer, whether it's a body or family pictures, or I mean, we've left stuff out of
yeah,
explorers like graduation, like diplomas of colleges or high schools from names on them, and sometimes you just out of
yeah,
respect leave a lot of things out. And that's
yeah.
good that you do that on, especially for even from a paranormal thing. That's great that you have your morals and you're going to stick with them, and that's the way it
Well,
is.
that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've caught when I've gone to some places, I have caught pictures within the video. Pictures I don't mind as much because obviously you've not got that name, you've not got anything, and within the area so massive, it will take a lot for somebody just to randomly come to your channel and think, "Oh, I know them." You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, I always leave names out. I left that video out just for the sheer respect of the dead, really, because I wouldn't even dream of what the family was going through at the time.
Yeah.
Because he must have died at least a couple of weeks when we found him. So,
Well, it's good respect. I
but
mean,
yeah,
respect like that is good for any explorer, whether it's like I said, whether you find what you
of
found,
course,
certain family stuff is fine in some places, or yeah, you gotta have a certain level of respect where that's it. You draw a line and this isn't gonna be shown. There's tons of stuff Sean
yeah,
and I have.
yeah,
Sean has more of our old stuff than I do because I had a house fire where I lost tons of stuff, but he has a lot of our older stuff where their stuff will never be shown just because respectfully you can't share it.
that's
Among
it.
the
Yeah,
unknown, I agree with Among the Unknown. One of my favorite people I'd love to explore with is the Proper People. They are extremely good explorers. And
I like him. Yeah, yeah.
Burning Sands says she's just an old chick enjoying life and it's only 19 in her mind.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see, a
going back
couple
to
more here.
that,
Jennifer wanted me to
going
tell.
back to
Wait, I lost. Dang it! Now my chat just jumped up on me.
oh,
Jennifer wanted me to tell you she's gonna partake in your channel because you're a banger of a cool guy.
appreciate that. Thank you.
And Among the Unknown had something I wanted to read here. Oh, this might be something you'd understand more than I would. He has a PSB7 spirit box.
11. It's a
11?
PSP 11.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
there's
says right here PSB7.
the PSP 7 is a one channel radio, so it's a lot smaller. The PSP 11
Okay.
is two radios fitted into one. So obviously you with that one it's multi choice really. You can have just one channel on go sweeping at a time, or you can have both channels on going fast forward and the other one on reverse. So you've got more chance in picking something up. But that's what I like about the PSP 7. Sorry, PSP 11.
He also has another one
A
here.
lot of people.
What's this one? The EDI plus meter. It's an EMF meter. He also has that.
Yeah, the EMF. Well, I've got three of them. They're the K2 device, which is this one. So obviously, click it in the middle,
Oh,
shines up. Now I'm on live, as you can see, it's flashing because obviously I'm live with you. But obviously, if a spirit's close by,
now
as
don't
you
make.
can see
I'm
it,
not making fun when I say this. When I see LEDs like that, that
yeah,
reminds me a lot of Egon Spengler's PKE meter in Ghostbusters. And I'm not making fun. It really
yeah,
reminds me of it.
yeah, yeah, they do, definitely. Obviously, when a
Tony
spirit
Clark.
comes by,
Tony Clark did a $2 super chat. Thank you very much, Tony. You know I appreciate it, man, but you also know you never have to do that, but I do appreciate it. And the Impala's gas tank appreciates it. Since it was cold last night, we had to idle an awful lot while we were trying to watch some weird people near the Kmart store.
oh really? But yeah, obviously that's what the K2 does when a spirit comes close, it'll light up like that. So obviously, if you're in a place where there's no electricity, there's no nothing, you're not doing a live, so the phone won't affect it if it's at a reasonable distance, and it goes off, then you can't say it's paranormal because you don't know what's causing it, but you can say it's unexplained, and that's what I do in majority of my videos. I always say it's unexplained until I've found that 110% proof that the spirit's done it.
Tony also says part of his family and mom's side is Crowley. Wonder if he's related to Aleister Crowley. That's something that Macy is talking about. Aleister Crowley, the real Loch Ness monster. I don't know some of the history you must be talking about over there.
Loch Ness Monster, that's in Scotland.
Yeah, and he's talking Aleister Crowley. I don't know much about that. And I said, then right down here,
No.
Tony Clark, who's in America, says he's got family. Part of his family's mom's side is Crowley, maybe related to them. Huh.
Oh wow.
I do have to
I'm
ask you a
not.
question because you are over there. What do you think about what Exploring with Fighters did? I know I don't like to toss a fire brand in there. If you prefer not to answer, I have no problem with that. But a lot of people are,
Don't talk to me.
oh, you're fine.
um.
You're fine. You
Well,
don't have
where
to
shall
put
I
yourself on the
start with it?
spot or anything. I have no problem with that. Just I know a lot of people are been very open on my chats about what he did or didn't do and what they thought of it. And honestly, to be honest, a
Yeah.
lot of them are pretty disgusted by what he did and thinks that YouTube should maybe enforce the rules
Well,
and boot him.
to be honest, I'm one of them. I wasn't best pleased on what they did, to be honest, because not only did they waste police time out of the real emergencies and so on and so forth, they tried passing it off as real. Now, I'm in two minds with it. They could be just like the rest of us, thought it was real, and it was Proven Demons what planted it there and they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Or they could have been all in one and they all thought it would be an amazing video to fake it. Either way, it's hard to mix. Without you knowing the full story, you can't really judge. Now, when I looked onto the police sites over here, that's how I found out that it was faked and so on and so
Oh, the other
forth.
people with him admitted they faked it
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
damaged the location.
um,
They lied to the police. They lied to their
yeah.
viewers. And to me, it just broke almost
Oh
every
no,
exploring rule on the planet. Um, we actually have some people now, more in your vein, on the paranormal chatting here. Jason's Journey's welcome, and he says he's talking to Heather about starting somewhere with certain equipment because she's interested in the paranormal. He says
okay,
he has a K2 meter, the one
yeah,
with sound, he says, a Mel meter, and an SB7 spirit box is what he's using right now. And among the unknown answer, now here's where you can answer. Good question.
okay.
He says, among the unknown says he has the 7 because he says it's better to use than the 11 because some people say the 7 is more reliable. I know nothing. So that's definitely in. All right. Sorry, among the unknown. He's shaking
It's
that head going,
it's not that I see. I don't believe that they're more reliable than each other. It's just whatever you're comfortable in using.
Okay.
Now, I prefer the 11 because you can have it either on one channel, just like the SB7, or you can have it on a multi-channel sweeping two different channels at the same time,
Which, for my
going in
mind, if I was
forward
looking
and
for something
reverse.
like you are, being able to cover a bigger spectrum, I think would be better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, a lot of people prefer the 7. I prefer 11, but obviously, I wouldn't say they're more reliable than each other because the PSB 11 was invented by Gary Golker, who actually invents the equipment Ghost Adventures use, and now he's a proper inventor. He does sell these things to other companies where you can buy the equipment and so on and so
Hmm.
forth. I don't know if he invented. I think he did invent the SB11, but obviously he did the 11 due to the dual frequencies. So you're not just stuck with the one channel and that's it. You can do it as a multi-channel, and you can speed up the sweeps on the PSB11 where you can't on the 7.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, sure,
so
that'd be
you can do it in you can have one channel going, I don't know, 50 sweeps a second and on AM frequency, and then on channel 2 you can have that in reverse going at 100 sweeps a second. So it all depends. Honestly, it just use what I say with the equipment is just use what you feel comfortable in using.
just like how you make
Um,
your videos. Yeah,
don't
use the equipment that works for you
yeah,
and make your videos the way you like.
that's
Now
it.
Jason's Journeys, he also has the Mel meter and the K2 meter with sound. Are those good pieces of equipment, do you think? Or
I like the millimeter.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the Melmeet, and the K2 with sound is exactly the same as my K2,
Okay.
but my K2 doesn't make a sound. I swear by my K2. I think it's an absolutely fantastic bit of equipment. But again, even though I've got a lot of equipment there, I don't use it all. I only use certain amounts, and the one what you'll always see in my videos is my K2. I always use that. Now, paranormal investigators, some of them use all the equipment depending on where they are. Some of them only use either an EVP recorder or, like I said, a K2 or a spirit box. You don't have to use a load of equipment in order to do a paranormal investigation. You can just use one little thing and that's it. So
Cool.
don't ever feel like you have to pay loads of money for a load of different bits of equipment. It all depends on what you're aiming to get and what you're aiming to look for.
Um, let's see. Jason's Journeys also says something about put the phone on airplane mode when using the K2 meter. I must have missed part of a conversation there, maybe.
It doesn't. That's a myth. Believe it or not,
Oh,
it will still affect the K2
oh,
even on aeroplane mode, and that's only because of the frequencies what the phone holds. Your phone's still doing all the bits and bats it does inside the phone. Um, the only thing what the aeroplane mode does, is cut your internet off. So, and obviously your phone calls and your text messages. That's the only thing it does. Everything inside your phone, all your internals, all your updates, what your phone does without you seeing and knowing about, is still working. So that's the reason why it'll still go off if it's close enough to it.
Ian says his dogs are his best equipment. Yeah, he does explore with his dogs everywhere, which I think is
Yeah,
brave. I'd be afraid my dog would step on something, a needle, glass. It's
yeah,
crazy. He did this hospital lately, and both of his pooches are walking through the explorer with him in these old hallways. I'm like, I'd be getting some doggy booties or something. I'd be afraid they'd hurt themselves.
yeah. Um, well, animals is also good for paranormal. Yeah, a lot of people say that animals can see and hear things a lot more than what we can.
Yeah.
Um, how true it is, I can't tell you because I've never ever worked with an animal at a paranormal investigation. But I do know that they are very sensitive to that side, and through things what I have seen through documentaries, through study, through YouTube clips, they've all worked in the same type of way what you would expect a sensitive dog or even a sensitive person would act towards what could be there.
Um, Heather Explorers has a question for you. She
Okay.
wants me to ask you what's a good alternative for an REM pod because they are expensive.
REM pods,
Yeah.
yeah, they are very expensive. Um, again, it all depends on what type of ghost hunt you're going for. If you're just going to do a normal ghost hunt like I do on my channels, I don't see the point in paying for one. Now, REM pods, all they are is to bring in that spirit. It's basically a paranormal puck. If you've ever seen Ghost Adventures say it, they always say paranormal puck or out like that. And all it is, it pulses EMF out. It's same as um, what they call now, an EMF pump as well. They work on a similar type of basis, but they're both extremely expensive. I mean, I don't know what they are in America, but over here for a good one, you're looking at £300. Now
Mm.
I think that's about $450, $500, something like that, for something about
Actually,
that
our
money.
dollars are less than yours. So 300 pounds, it'd be like $250, $260.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I've not seen the exchange rate for so long. But yeah, for something so small like that with an antenna sticking out, I really don't see the
Okay.
point. But obviously, if you're going to a place and you're doing a full blown investigation for like, I don't know, 6, 7 hours, maybe longer, depending on the history and the type of hauntings the place has got, then yeah, get one.
Okay.
Because it might help with the hauntings, because you've got two types of hauntings what people don't know about. You've got your residual hauntings and you've got your normal hauntings. So obviously your residual hauntings is basically like, if you can imagine a sponge and you dip it into water, it soaks up all that water over time, doesn't it? Well, the walls of the building or wherever is haunted does that also over time. It soaks up it all and then it lets it out over time. And it's normally a certain dates, certain times of the year, certain days. Um,
Ooh.
where normal hauntings, it will happen wherever, whenever. So
Let's see.
again,
Ray Ray, sorry. Heather
sorry,
says she found the REM pod. $500 is what she's seeing.
yeah,
So wow, you're not kidding. They're expensive. Jason's Journey says he's been able to find them. So Heather, you may want to contact Jason's Journeys. He's been
yeah,
able to find them for 150 to 200, and that might help you, Heather. So contact Jason if you can. So thank you, Jason, for putting that out. And there you go, guys. That's another reason we do this.
yeah.
And also, Ray Ray, the explorer, says he uses dowsing rods and has
Oh
had
yeah,
really good luck with those lately. At him and his wife did a prison here recently, and they just went nuts.
yeah.
So,
Very good bit of kit.
okay.
They never fail. I got some for the wife because I won them off Paranation Exploration. Obviously, hence the pink. Um, but yeah, I've not used them yet because my wife's not been on one yet. Um, but I have used them in the past when I've been with paranormal groups, and they've worked absolutely phenomenal. There's such a good bit of kit, but I will say it doesn't matter how much you spend. It can be only $1 or $2 or pounds, up to 1,000. It doesn't matter how much money or how much kit you buy. The best equipment you will ever have is yourself on a paranormal investigation, because your body will be able to feel that temperature drop. It'll feel that tingling. It'll sense that something's not right, because that's what your body's built to do. You know what I mean? Not so much as the paranormal side of it, but your body's sense that, you know, when you have that feeling, you think something ain't right. Something's, you can't get it in your head. Well, that's basically the part of your brain which everyone has. It's the same part of where the paranormal side works from. That's why spirit always come round to the back of you and never at the front of you, because where that part of the brain is at the very back of your brain, just above your spinal cord.
Hmm.
So yeah, just but like I said, it doesn't matter how much money or how much kit you have. Best bit of kit you've got is yourself. You can't get better than that.
There you
I
go.
mean, equipment does help. It validates truth and stuff like that. But again, it all depends on what you're using it for. I mean, if you're just starting off paranormal exploring, or anything paranormal, don't spend loads of money on high tense equipment or so on and so forth. All you need is the basics, which is, I started off on a digital camera taking pictures. I
Yeah.
had an EVP recorder, and I had the Ghostmaster EMF, and that's all I had to start off with, and that worked perfectly from when I was starting. And then over time, the more you get into it, then obviously, yeah, but by all means, if you want to pay more, you want to spend more, then you can do. But I wouldn't go straight in and say, right, well, I need that. I need the infrared lights. I need the ultra spectrum camcorders. I need the 4K camcorders. I need this. I need that. I wouldn't bother doing that. You know, I would get the feel of doing the paranormal side first,
Yeah.
and then if you enjoy it, if you get the rhythm, because each bit of equipment you've got to learn yourself on how to use it. Every bit of equipment's different,
Okay.
so get used to your equipment first before
Yep.
you start getting a hell of a lot, because then your brain won't be able to tolerate it.
Oh, well, I agree that on any type of exploring equipment. I always tell people they're always talking about going into expensive camera equipment and lighting, everything right away. I'm like, nah, you can start off with an $8 tripod and even a so-so cell phone to start with.
Well,
And
this
then
is
you
it.
can move either to a really good a phone with a really great camera, or you can move to a DSLR, a mirrorless camera. There's a lot of options, guys. Some people still use really good camcorders these days, but start, like he just said, don't start putting tons of money and stuff. Wait till you're better at what you're doing, or really know what you want to do, and then move on to better equipment.
So yeah, I bought this a while ago. It's a JVC camcorder,
Oh, there you go.
modified in ultra spectrum light with an IR light built in, which runs
I
off
was
that
thinking about an
torch.
IR light just for my normal exploring.
Yeah.
Because last night where we were exploring, we definitely could have used that because
Yeah.
using my normal LED light, which I love that thing.
Yeah.
Because I think every explorer out there owns a newer LED light panel anymore. So they made millions off urban explorers. But the LED, the IR light, I can use it, get good footage without that stupid bright light that everybody driving by
Yeah.
at night goes,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on in there? It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. That's it.
So
I mean,
like,
I've spent money on that. I've spent about £350 on that, and I
woo!
think I've only ever used it 4 times. I rarely take that with me, and I rarely use it. To be fair.
Jason's journey. Sorry, I got to answer Jason real quick. Jason,
Right.
yes, you are a moderator, Jason. So yes, you can put a couple links to a couple ghost hunting stories and stores in the chat. That is perfect. Goes right along with everything we're talking about. And I also got to say welcome and thank you to Atlantis Paranormal, who said they found REM pods on Amazon for $180.
Oh, there you go. I mean, you can get cheap paranormal kit around. You just got to know where to look. You know, it's like anything.
Amazon's great. I've got almost all my tripods off Amazon, my LED light panel, the rechargeable batteries for my light panel, my drone, the prop guards for it. Well, not the prop guards, extra props when I hit something. You name it, I got most of my stuff Amazon.
Well, that's that. I mean, I like eBay personally, but
You
over
know
here
Betsy both.
because
Betsy is an Amazon. He loves you. He loves eBay.
yeah, but I think over here it's so much more money over here than it is like in America or somewhere. I don't know if it's because of the tax what they put on it over here or what, but it just seems that when I've spoke to a couple of American friends, they've got the same equipment as what I've got, but they've got it damn sight cheaper than what I could ever find over here. But yeah, I just find being over here. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can get a lot of stuff cheap, paranormal stuff, but a lot of it for the exact same what you can pay for it in America, you can get it in America, get it shipped over, pay the tax for when it comes over, and it'll still work out cheaper as if you just paid for it over here.
I got friends that do that in New Zealand too.
Yeah,
Buying stuff in New Zealand is so insane there that if they can get it shipped in, they got some little shipping issues there, but if you can buy it here, get it shipped in, sometimes it's still cheaper, even get it in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Than it is to buy it there. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Jason's Journeys was thanking me. Well, just wanted to check with you. Jason, you're a moderator. I made you a moderator because I trust you, man. Just like Atlantis, because you guys know a lot about what he's talking about right now. So if you have links to share, feel free, man. That helps everybody on here.
Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to share any links. Heather has another question. And this is more of a general urban exploring question for everybody in the chat and you.
Okay.
Any advice on how to find people to explore within your area? Well, Heather, going on, not saying just mine, but going on chats like this is a good way. And post your general, obviously don't give your address out, but post your general location and say right out, you're asking for collaborations or people to explore with.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good way to do it. Once you meet other explorers, start talking to them and networking, and sometimes they will know somebody in your area.
Just do us a favor. Don't get anybody off 28 days later because they absolutely hate YouTube.
Yes, we've talked about that before. So us
Yeah.
talking about them here is not going to garner any more hatred because they are borderline militant and have actually started physical fights with some YouTubers.
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
I got slandered pretty badly on there
We don't
a
have a
while
lot of
ago.
28 days later guys here because mostly you're over there, but we do have a few groups like that over here.
Oh,
And
right. Okay.
an unfortunate split in urban exploring, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I still take
But
stills. I still take stills. I'm not as good at it as somebody like Lord Explorers is, or some of the other people are,
yeah.
but I still take them. But I
Oh,
will
yeah.
admit, I do like video better because um, stills technology is a little old fashioned, even if you are using a digital camera. They used stills back in the day because they didn't have video, guys. That's just my
That's
way of
it.
thinking. Send hate mail to me. But
That's it.
now that we have video, and I do remember, I know history. Back when stills pictures came out, guys, there was a big hate fest between stills people and painters at the time who painted portraits and stuff. So now we got people that do stills predominantly don't like video people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's I think video is the next progression of technology. I don't even know what's going to come next. I don't think it's going to be the 360 cams. I think they're more of a fad like 3D TV, but maybe
Yeah.
more VR. Something someday VR will be the big next thing. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Um,
agree.
sorry. Any more suggestions for Heather on finding people that you know of?
Uh,
Any good
I
sites
can't.
anymore left?
To be, well, yeah, that's it. I mean, just basically find out who lives near you or within the same town as you, and just become friends with them. Because that's all I did. I started my YouTube channel. I then started getting subscribers coming through. Found out there are other explorers. I thought, do you want to do an explore sometime? Yeah, why not? And that's basically where it went on because they'll know contacts for you to go with them and vice versa. So once you start off on that contact, you open yourself up to other people. So that's as much as what I can give you on that one, really.
And everybody, guys, in the chat, if you didn't see it, Jason's Journeys tried to put a link, can't get the link in there, but here's the ghosthunterstore.com and
Yeah, we have
ghoststop.com
that.
just in case. There's some places out there you can see it in the chat. If you go look up for his comment, you'll see it. And then see here. Oh, yeah, I Macy and Urbexy are both talking about 28DL and not in the best terms, obviously. Urbexy says 28DL are the root of the problem right now, and
Yeah,
everybody's getting the rap for their dislike and problems.
yeah,
And I agree. And I think 28DL is actually making a lot of other stills photography guys look bad
yeah,
who have nothing against urban explorers. But they are so militant that there's causing a rift between stills and video people, I think.
yeah. But the thing is, what I don't understand by him is we all love the same thing. We're all out to do the same thing. So why do they hate us so bad when all it is just another media, just what they prefer, like you said, still photographs.
Yep.
That's their media. Our media is video. And
Yep.
there's no difference, you know what I mean, apart from our media moves and their media's not doesn't.
Oh, like our
You know,
Mexican,
we're all
you
out.
know, now the difference between video pictures and videos is a picture is just one frame. Now a
Yeah,
video is 24 or 60 pictures a second.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I do agree that videos tells a better story. Honestly, I do believe it
Oh yeah.
does. It gives a feeling and emotion, sights, sounds. You can really draw into a video more. That's just me. And I'm gonna
Oh,
say
big
something
time,
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna start off my little spiel here. I think I've explored with pure stills only explorers, guys. I've drove 8 hours explore stills only people, and they knew I was mostly video, and we never had a problem. That said, I have been in arguments with some people in 28DL, and one of their beefs from one of the guys was he's angry that we're online trying to make money out of it and hyping up this hobby, but they seem to have no problem selling their pictures for money.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
I was asking him what's the video. He's like, well, my pictures may only sell 300 people. Your video may be seen by 100,000. I'm like, so you're angry that my scale is bigger? What?
I know. Yeah, it's exactly that, isn't it? You know. I
And he
think
said, yes,
what
that
it
the
is.
bigger scale is running urban exploring. But I asked him, I go, no, wait a minute. I've seen some urban exploring stills that have become so popular, they're in like the New York Museum.
Yeah.
So that is being seen by millions of people. So are you still fine with that still picture or not? And he wouldn't answer me. I'm like, exactly. It's just video you don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And
Jason,
the thing is,
I will be on for 25 more minutes, Jason.
I prefer video as well because obviously, if you're going to show the place off, then you want that viewer who's seeing that picture or that video to feel like they're actually there. Now, yeah,
Yep.
some
If you can draw
brilliant
them into it,
photographers can do
exactly.
that. You know, some brilliant photographers can do that just by looking at a picture. But I think it's a lot easier for people who's not, because you don't have to be a skilled photographer to do what we do. It's a lot easier for us to do it in video, you know,
Yep. I'm
and
not going to say
you get
easier.
that feel of the
I'm not
bird.
going to say easier because I'm going to agree with something Rich here says. Rich says he loves pictures, but video really puts you in the location. And I agree. I think the best photographer in the world can take the best picture in the world of a
Yeah,
certain thing, and it'll draw you in. But I think if the really good videographer does the exact same thing the photographer did, a video of that same thing, I think the video will actually honestly pull a person in better every time. I'm sorry, I'm
oh,
just
big
getting
time.
the
Yeah,
advantage of video. And I'm not saying video is easier because video has something stills don't have, even though stills people are over doing this lately. Video takes real editing skills to make a comprehensive video. And
yeah,
picture stills, people aren't overdoing editing on stills anymore. I mean,
yeah,
they'll like to remove a rock that's in a picture. They'll move trees. They'll totally change colors. So if you actually went to look at the place they took a picture of, look at their edited picture, they look nothing alike.
yeah.
If you're gonna get mad at video people, it's like,
And this is what it goes down on the paranormal side as well. Is that all right taking pictures and think, oh look, I found a ghost on a picture. Somebody can easily fake and put a mist there or a shadow apparition or
I will
whatever
agree with you 100%
in that
on that. Yes.
picture than you can on. I mean, if you've got the right editing
Whoops.
software, you can
Sorry, I
do
gotta
it
ask
on a
you real
video.
quick. I got a couple people want you to say your channel name out loud because I can't get the link to come down in here. For some reason,
What?
won't put the link, but Jason and Jennifer both want you to say your channel name.
Creepy Explorers.
There you go. And I tried to get the link to come down, guys, and I think my computer's a noise. I got so many windows open up top. The creepy
Yeah,
explorers, guys. Oh, there.
it's so
I
much
think
harder on
Atlantis just
video now.
posted your channel link right there. Thank you, Atlantis Paranormal, for doing that.
Thanks, Atlantis. Appreciate that, would it?
Let's see. Heather loves both video and photos, but video really takes me there. And Heather does both, and I agree, Heather. I still do both.
Yeah, I
Sean
do.
does mostly stills.
Yeah,
I do a mix, but I do most of the video. But I agree with doing both. Honestly, I still do both. So when I see this rift going on, it actually annoys me because I still do both. And
yeah,
I even put some of the stills in my videos.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, like I said, I used to do that. I mean, the only reason I've cut out the stills in videos is because the videos, the bigger the places I go to, obviously the longer the video is going to be. So if you add the stills into the video as well, it's going to make it 10 times longer. And I try and aim between 25 to 35 minutes. Sometimes it's impossible for the location I'm at to
yeah,
do that. For example, the convent video, that was three separate buildings.
yeah.
So my part one that was done specifically in the convent, and then I did a live which was in the nursery behind it, and then the part two that was done in the other building what was attached to it.
Well,
So
here's a
I
good
had to
double
do that, otherwise it would
comment.
have been.
Sorry, I just try to keep
Sorry.
up with the chat when I can.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Rich Discovery says they need to do more photos. Photos can really capture a moment. Well, they can, Rich, but also, if you're doing video, guys, I've seen people forget to do photos. Photos are great to have for a bunch of reasons. For Facebook, for adding into like for Easter eggs, or if part of the video is not as clear, you can put a photo over that part. And
Yeah,
you need good photos for thumbnails, guys.
that's it.
You need
Yeah.
them for that. Also, Urbexy says something that 28DL seems to forget about. Their website is monetized by Google AdSense.
Oh,
So
I
kind
didn't
of
know that
bothering
one,
them to
but
get angry at us for using Google AdSense.
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
I did not either.
Wow.
Oops. And Ian Macy says they're too up themselves to start a YouTube channel because it will affect their egos. Okay, guys, we're gonna back away from that before I end up getting assassinated. Byron wants to know, this is for any explorer, paranormal or not. Is there any controversy going on between taped video and digital video? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that, Byron. I think
no.
video people
Video
are
to
pretty much
video in my house.
all fine with video people. I don't think video people care what you
Yeah.
use. I mean, I've even got some people that want me to start using this old camcorder Sean and I used to use. This takes tapes, guys. Little videotapes. He wants me to
Yeah.
start using this off and on just for an old feel. And this actually is an old vlogging camera.
That's it. I mean, video is video. I've never heard that myself, so it doesn't matter what you use. I mean, like I said before, I do everything on my phone. I'm not going to go out and spend a couple of £100 on a camera,
Yeah.
and then spend another couple of £100 for editors on a computer,
Yeah.
just to get the same footage or the same type of editing what I can get on my phone for free. So I don't see the point in it.
I
And
agree
phones
with
these
you
days as
totally.
well. The phones these days with the cameras, they're getting better and
Oh, they
better.
are. They're
So
getting insanely good. And
yeah,
I've talked about this on my live streams, but we actually did a talk about what people use. There's still a lot of people that love the DSLRs. I have no problem with that. I believe DSLRs are still better quality than these for now. I think in the next
yeah,
5 years, these are going to catch up to and or bypass DSLRs. You already
yeah,
have some of these now with lossless zoom and insane powers. And this thing has 4 microphones in it. I never have to have a Rode mic. All you get are these
yeah.
big mics. All my sound and all my videos comes from this. And I never have a bit of sound problems. And I can direct the mics on this. You can actually direct the mics to pick up front, behind, or each of the mics to direct different directions.
That's it.
So why? And also the big advantage of these over DSLRs, guys, size. If I drop this, usually they bounce. You drop a DSLR, you just cost yourself a lot of money.
That's it. That's it.
But that said, DSLRs do still have these on quality for now.
Yeah.
My wife has a brand new Samsung Galaxy S9 or Note 9, and that thing has got a camera that is in freaking insane. It's even better camera wise than this, but doesn't have the sound and streaming qualities this one does.
Mm.
But the
I mean,
picture,
you've got to think as well in weather conditions as well, is that a lot of people don't want to get the cameras wet because obviously they'll break and so on. So you don't have to worry about that with the phone, really. You know, as long as you've got a decent cover on your phone, it can be absolutely launching down with rain.
yeah,
It won't matter. I mean, for example, when I went to the convent, it was absolutely launching down with rain. My phone was dripping, and it's not affected my phone one bit.
this
You
one
know,
is water resistant, not proof. The model
yeah.
after this is waterproof. But what this one does have, this one is military grade shock resistant.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Even without the case, this is military grade shock resistant. This thing's been through hell with me and Sean.
Yeah.
He has a Pixel 2 he uses. We do also use a GoPro Hero 5 Black.
Okay.
So it's an older model.
Yeah.
In fact, I just got it back from GoPro because I was having sound issues and I didn't have a chance to use it last night. So I'm hoping they got everything all corrected there. But I will say the GoPro is great because you can do anything with it. You can run out in the rain. I can dip it right underwater if I want.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Yeah. But yeah, it's entirely what you prefer to use. Some people prefer to use cameras. I prefer doing everything on the phone because in the long run it's cheaper for me, you know. Because I've got 6 kids, I can't afford to go out and get a computer and all the software what I needed and a camera. I can't afford that. So, but yeah, it's whatever you prefer to
Well,
use.
a lot of people know that on my streams, I talk about it. All my software I use right now is freeware. My
Oh yeah,
editing software on my computer here is freeware. It's
right.
called Shotcut. I know Dale Hunter uses it now too. So I recommend it. He likes it. My encoding software when I'm doing my normal live streams, that's
Mm-hmm.
freeware. It's called XSplit. So you guys, you can do this cheaper. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
have to spend tons of money on Sony Vegas or Adobe or
yeah.
all the others out there.
Yeah. I mean,
Some guys edit on their phone.
within the phones. I mean, I've got an iPhone 8 now. It's good, but what I've noticed is you can't really get so many. You can get decent apps for editing and your introductions and so on and so forth, but I think you can get a hell of a lot more on Android or Microsoft phones, and that's only because obviously they're just like a mini computer, where
Mm-hmm.
an Apple device isn't like that whatsoever. It's its own completely different device.
Yeah.
So I think the next phone what I'm going to go for is going to be an Android, just so I can get that more wide
Oh, I
range
agree.
of
I'm not
software
going
and
to
stuff.
start an Android slash Apple argument here, guys, but I personally believe Android is more versatile,
Yeah,
is more able to link up with everybody else.
yeah.
They're more commonly, most programs work with Android. Android is more, if you can grab one Android phone and use it, you can use another when you change it.
That's
Um,
it.
you don't have a lot of compatibility issues.
Yeah,
You can work with other people very well. I do think Android is more versatile
yeah,
because I know people that have friends that have Apple. Once you have one Apple device, it doesn't like communicating with anything else or working with anything else that's not Apple.
yeah. And that's another thing about Apple. I mean, I've always been on Apple. The great phones, but you're very limited on what you can do on them. So I think that's why I'm going to go change once I'm due an upgrade.
Yeah, yeah. I know there's a police officer in my area. He let somebody talk him into getting an Apple, and he
Yeah,
is angry. And wait till his contract is up now because he's like there's so much control. He can't even download his old music on it now because I want him to use iTunes and
yeah,
another certain DRM it has, and
yeah,
there's so many programs he can't use or he has to pay double for. When he
yeah,
had the Android, and he's like, "Oh, if I
yeah.
didn't pay real money for this thing, it'd be flying somewhere."
And I think what else what does my head in with Apple as well is you've got in order to start off downloading stuff off the Apple Store, you've got to put your bank details in. You've got to sign it up with a bank card, and you don't have to do that with Android. You know what I mean? Um, and that's what irritates me as well because I don't know about in America, but a lot of people don't have bank cards. You know, some people rather just go to the bank every so often and get the money out that way. Don't get me wrong, a hell of a lot of people do have bank cards, but it just seems to be one of them pointless things Apple does just to download free apps. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like if you only got, I can understand it if you want to pay for your apps, but if you're going to download free ones, it's like, why do you have to put bank details in? It does not make no sense whatsoever to, in my opinion.
Urbexy uses for editing. He uses Caden Live and Blender. It says mainly Caden Live because, like me, he doesn't like paying for stuff. So that he uses. He uses freeware also.
Yeah.
Rich Discoveries likes using his Samsung, but wants a GoPro because he can use
Okay.
it for his mountain biking. And yes, I will tell you, Rich, there are cheap action cams out there, and there are some good ones. But honestly, spend the extra on the GoPro. And like I said, I've had some issues with mine in sound quality that they have fixed since then, by the way. And the 7, if you can afford a 7, it's an insanely amazing piece of equipment. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but GoPro is expensive. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Their features, their usability, and their picture quality are bar none above the rest. They just are. And
Yeah.
I'm getting nothing. I have some cheap action cameras, a couple that I still use, but my GoPro slaughters those little cheapies I got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the GoPro 7 is supposed to be amazing. I've seen the stabilization on it is just crazy cool without making it look quite gimbal-like. So still, you have enough on an Explorer to make it look good, rough and tumble, without it being too super cinematic, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like mine a little rough and tumble on my Explorers.
So
See, among your notes says Windows Movie Maker is great and handles great to handle and simple. He loves Windows Media Maker or Movie Maker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start using OBS for my other channel because the stuff I have won't do my picture in picture and web streaming and review stuff. It's like I don't want to use OBS.
Yeah. See, I
I
use
wanna...
3 different apps on my phone.
Oh, Byron's asking something, but I forgot. I didn't notice it. Byron said, what I missed, Byron? Byron and Urbexy did something. I don't know what happened here. Must have been a troll. There must have been a troll going on.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think Urbexy stomped a troll is what happened. Oh, does digital interfere? Oh, Byron asked a question I did miss. Sorry, Byron. It's hard to do both. He's asking you, what does digital interfere with your paranormal explorations, as opposed to if you use something older that used tapes? Because I know digital can put out a signal here and there, depending on the equipment.
Yeah.
But by technology-wise, I wonder if these also could interfere. Because anybody knows how tape works, you're using magnets inside here to put the sound and picture on a tape. It's a magnetic tape.
Yeah.
Maybe magnets could interfere.
Maybe. I mean, I've never used the older type of equipment in order to say one doesn't work and one does. With me, especially when I'm using the K2 EMF detector, I never go live when I'm using that because I have to be at least 5 foot away from it, and my arms don't reach that length in order for it not to go off. When I'm doing normal video, it doesn't go off from a certain distance. I think with my arm completely reached out and my camera up close to my chest, that's enough distance. It doesn't affect it then.
Okay.
But yeah, for that, I can't tell you if the older ones do or not. I mean, like you said, CF, with the magnets, I'm presuming it would affect some of equipment. I can't say which equipment it will do because I can't imagine it will affect EMF equipment because obviously that works on electromagnetic fields, for instance, radio signals, so on and so forth.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, if anyone has older equipment and newer equipment, I mean, try it out and message me and see what the outcome is.
There you go, guys. Yeah. If you guys are doing paranormal explorations, let him know if you have interference issues and do some testing. I'm sure he'd love to know. Heather said something about the camera equipment a second ago. She said she's paranoid about bringing her expensive DSLR on Explorers. And Heather, that is another good little thing about cell phones. Honestly, and I'm not touting up cell phones over DSLRs, guys. Trust me. They each have their strengths. Once again, I think in 5-10 years, these are going to beat them. But not a lot of thieves look at going after you for your cell phone. You're carrying around a very big, expensive DSLR in some sketchy areas. Make sure you have a crew, some pepper spray with you, because sometimes those are targets of things that get stolen.
Yeah,
and they're harder to hide. Pull this off my little tripod stuff in my pocket. I'm done. I'm stealth. I can walk into a place, be set up and ready to film if I don't want to be showing my equipment out in the open in seconds. The DSLR is taking a little more time to put together, and you don't want to walk into a place carrying this big old thing out in the open.
Yeah.
So
No,
Rich
I
says
agree
same
with
thing
you on
about his
that.
equipment. Yeah. So let's see here.
Yeah.
It looks like looks like my troll got stomped on again. Here's Urbexy says the only things that keep him using DSLRs are the changeable lenses, the physical aperture adjustment, and bigger sensor. But mobile
Okay.
phones are catching up, and yes, Urbexy, they are. There are some mobile phones out there that will do huge amounts of what the new DSLRs will now.
Hmm.
Some have a big lossless zoom where it doesn't lose a single bit, up to 4 times zoom, which is amazing from something that tiny. This one here has all the ISO adjustments. Every adjustment you have in your DSLR, except for aperture, this has. So, and a lot of
Yeah.
them have that. So, I think it's going to catch up.
Oh yeah, big time.
Someday, people are going to look back and go, DSL, what? Carried those big things?
Yeah.
But for
Yes, I mean,
sheer picture quality, yeah. Huh?
decent cameras are coming smaller and smaller as well these days. And I mean, to
And
say where
cheaper.
the first camera came from, it was a big wooden box. To
Oh, yeah.
now, they're a lot smaller and they're a lot more better picture. And like you said, I really do think they're going to bring out, if it's not a phone, they're going to bring out a camera what's going to be the same size as a phone or
Mhm.
even smaller in the future.
Well, look what they pack in GoPros. A tiny little thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly.
Among the unknown is that the GoPro, in his opinion, is the best all-around exploring camera because you can just wear it on your head, your chest, um, you can hook it on your flashlight, on the
Yeah,
end of your flashlight.
yeah.
Put it in your pocket when you're done. You can get
I,
it wet. He's all he likes is GoPros.
yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, I do agree with you. Don't please don't get me wrong. If you want that first person view,
Mhm.
obviously, if you're doing where you're going to be changing camera around, if it's attached to you, you have to move your body in order to look in certain areas. If you have it on a gimbal or a stand, all you got to do is move your wrist. So again, it's entirely what you feel comfortable. You like the GoPros, so keep going for the GoPros. Um,
I do admit GoPros do have a limit on quality still. That little sucker, still there's a limit, and even on the best setting, it's not quite the same quality as a cell or a DSLR or a mirrorless camera, whatever you're using.
yeah.
But for what they are, they've gone amazing, and they're only going to get better also.
Oh,
Can you imagine
big
like
time.
the GoPro 20? By the time we get to the GoPro 20, they're going to be just crazy what they're going to be able to do with it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Urbexy he tried open camera on Android a few days back. Just like a new interface for the camera, but gives you a lot more options.
Okay.
And he did okay. So I didn't try that Urbexy, but I don't know what cell you got. Like I said, this one has almost every adjustment a DSLR has, and a lot of them do. ISO, black, white, you can set everything on this.
Yeah.
Trying to catch up here. See, Byron, I hope I got your question. Did I get the only right one, man? And Heather, yes, you setting up your channel the way you did, the progression, setting things up, buying things slowly, perfect. And I totally understand not want to keep that Canon everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, a smaller, whether it's a cell phone, a small mirrorless, another smaller digital point and shoot, something. Yeah, definitely something you don't mind getting beat up or lost or stolen, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, if you can get a decent camera, then just use a decent phone. Just use that for filming and leave your personal phone where it's safe, either in your back pocket or so on and so forth.
mhm,
So if you do get robbed, you're not going to be missing out on your personal phone.
yep.
you
You can
know.
also run away a lot easier with a small cell phone than you can your big DSLR.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, Ian says one bad thing about using a phone, it canes your cell phone battery use filming with it.
Yeah.
You're right. But the battery on this lasts so long, and all I do is carry a little uh a power pack with me. It's quick charge pack, and I can
Yeah.
tell you guys which one. Sometime I'll pull it out of my pack. Got it on Amazon, really cheap on Amazon Prime Day
Yeah.
thing. And this thing charges this phone insanely fast. It's made for ultra fast charging. So I can hook it up, and it's so small, I can actually rubber band it to this, and it's charging my phone faster than it discharges.
Yeah. Well, I've got the exact same. I've got a portable charger, which only cost me £25 from
there you go.
from shop, and occasionally it's come in a dream. Charge it before I leave. Once my phone starts going dead, plug it in, carry on exploring.
And I cheat. This phone is one of the last phones produced. It's one of the reasons I still have it. I got it for a reason. With a removable battery.
Oh, no way.
I can carry more than one battery. Takes
wow.
A whole new battery in this. This
That's old school.
Produced with a removable battery.
That is old school.
I did it on purpose, and I still use it. It's still up to date. It does 4K video if I want and everything.
Wow.
It was made just for filming and streaming and sharing. It's all it was made for.
Yeah.
So it's the main functions.
Well,
so I'm still doing pretty good. They've made a couple new versions that are better than this in some ways, but they also lost a few features I like, so I'm stuck with this for right now.
Well, that's it, yeah. And it's whatever, like I said before, it's whatever you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
You don't have to keep getting new equipment just because it comes out, because it might not even be better than the older one.
Ian says he uses his phone for flying the drone and GPS also. So do I, Ian. Remember, what do you think I'm flying that Spark with? That's the phone in the little Spark control holder, so I'm doing the same thing. And I'm still able to bring this out and film a 6, 7 to 11 hour Explorer between this and my battery pack, and I've never run out.
Yeah.
And if I do have a problem, I'll use the GoPro or the drone. So here's something people don't realize. Something I do like about the Spark. The Spark also works as a great carry-around camera with a gimbal. It's so small you can carry it around like this.
Yeah.
And it's a great camera with its own gimbal on it if you want to do a quick cinematic shot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
A guy that's got a Spark like mine who actually made a little handle for his Spark so he can do quick little cinematic and rough shots with it. It's like, that's
brilliant. That's pretty good. Oh.
Let's see. Heather can't, after filming the DSLR, can't go back. I think you won't have to in a few years, Heather. I think that the cell phones and GoPros will catch up to the DSLRs in every way and bypass them.
Yeah.
I think the DSLRs are actually not updating their technology near as fast as the cell phones or the GoPros.
Yeah.
Ian,
cell phones are...
Yes, it does at times.
I mean, cell phones are always competing with each other, so they've got to get better and better and better. And I think that's why they're upgrading a lot more than what today's cameras are, because there's not much competition with cameras than there are with phones.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I could be totally wrong, but I think there's a lot more competition with phones than there are with cameras these days.
Well, I also think that the camera guys are kind of not sure what else to put in the cameras now.
Well, this is it, yeah.
What they're doing, they've hit the limits. Well, but they're maybe still advancing, but not as much, because not as much to advance to. But these guys are playing catch up, and they're really catching up fast.
Yeah.
Who would have thought something this thin, even 4 or 5 years ago, would have had a lossless zoom? This one doesn't. There's only zoom very lightly without lossless. But there's new ones now that'll zoom insane without any loss. And that's crazy without something that sticks out.
Yeah.
They can do it digitally now without loss.
Yeah.
And at 4K level too, by the way, guys. It's like, wow. So I think that's catching up to the cameras and the big ones. And people are going to start looking, if I can do even 80% with this tiny thing of what people are doing with this big, huge camera rig and microphone.
That's it.
And how much you spend on a good big DSLR, and then a Rode mic, and the batteries and the lenses and everything else.
Yeah.
Compared to your cell phone plan or your GoPro.
Yeah.
And that's where what you were talking about, money, comes in, where suddenly these things and the GoPros look a lot better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what if you're ever starting out? It's like, I've said this before, don't spend a fortune if you're starting out either a normal Urban Explorer.
Uh-oh.
Sorry about that, guys. Last tried ringing me. Hang on, guys. I won't be a minute. Sorry.
That's okay. He's working on it. All right, here you go. Byron asked where Jax is. Jax is locked upstairs with Karen. I shut the door, and Jax is weird. He has a problem with the pet door. He'll sit by that door. It will not go through that pet door unless you shove him through. Now, Pepper will go through the pet door. So he's probably sitting at the top of the steps right now. That's where Jaxie is. And I forgot. I didn't realize how dark it was. I forgot to turn my overhead light on. I noticed all my stuff in the background is dark too. So sorry about that, guys. Heather, there are a couple cell phones out now that have a click-on adapter that actually makes it feel like a more close to a DSLR. So yeah, some of those, they're even trying to give that feel. But I still think once you come into money and the features, I think these are catching up so fast, or GoPros and stuff, that it's getting harder to justify the DSLR unless you are really, really, really into good stills. DSLRs will still kill the best cell or GoPro out there on stills. It just will. Video, it's a lot closer. It is a lot closer because most of the DSLRs are still not made predominantly for video. I do love my phone, Byron. I'm not going to lie. This thing has done amazing for me. And I did have a DSLR that I stopped using and went to this. So not like I didn't use a DSLR. I ended up preferring this in a lot of ways for urban exploring, quick moves and stuff.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Everybody's got a life, man. Not a problem.
Wife's ringing me from upstairs saying, how long are you going to be? How long are you going to be? It's 12:15 at night.
Oh, hey, don't feel obligated. I know we all have lives. I know that.
Yeah.
No, I know we all. I'm not going to be on much longer anyway.
Yeah.
But guys, I may or may not do one next Sunday. Sunday's going to be very hit and miss. It's going to be, if I talk about it on Tuesday, you'll know I'm doing a Sunday. Or if you see a notification. It's just been so hit and miss, and I'm killing my voice doing all these streams, my Tough Topic stream with my guys friends from New Zealand, and then my sci-fi streams is just totally destroying me.
Oh, I will ask everybody, including yourself, CF. Has anybody else been having trouble especially this morning, with lives? As soon as you click onto a live, it's just buffering. And also,
I've been doing that for a long time.
Say again.
Now, are you talking about as the person doing the live streaming or just watching?
No, just watching, because I clicked on a live this morning and it was just buffering, and that's all it was doing. I
went to Ray's video, his stream earlier, and I get like 20, 30 seconds in, it's just start buffering. The chat's still going. So I closed it out, went back in, it worked for a while. It took me 3 times to get it to start working right, then it worked fine. I did somebody else's stream, same thing. So yes, there is a streaming problem going on.
And also notifications as well. I'm just wondering, is everybody having that notification problem where they're not getting notified when someone gets uploaded a video or even a live stream, even though you've got that little bell icon clicked? It's still not letting you know that there's a live on, or...
Oh, no, it's very hit and miss. Study Boy NZ, he does a lot of live streams driving home from work. And I get 1 out of every 5 of those notifications. Actually, I'd say 2 out of every 5. But his actual posted videos, I rarely get. Urban Kiwiana, I rarely get his. Urbexy, I get 1 of... And Urbexy's I'm always talking to him and on his channel, and he's always here. I get like 1 out of every 10 of his notifications at all.
Yeah.
Notifications are hit and miss of unsubbed people, resubbed, rebelled. It's hit and miss.
Yeah.
I've been standing by other urban explorers when they have their phones, and I've gone live, and 1 out of 4 guys got a ding on his phone. So it's like, oh, YouTube be telling me that it isn't happening. Because when I'm standing there with 4 other guys, only 1 of them, his phone goes ding, and the others are waiting. Then they have to actually physically go to my channel to get the video. Yeah, sorry, YouTube. It's crap. I've physically seen it.
Yeah. No, I thought it was just me.
Oh,
So
Byron has a question. It's semi-personal. He wants to know if those are your kids.
yeah,
I'm
normally
betting
I don't
Byron.
have me.
No, he just threw
I
some
normally
weird
don't
kids
have my
up in the
camera
world.
here. It's just I had to run off before. Yeah, they are. Yeah, minus one of them, because my little girl weren't born when that picture was took. Yeah, I have got another two from another relationship, but that's a long story. So
Oh, we all have those long stories somewhere.
yeah, big time, buddy, big time.
Um,
So yeah,
Explorer says she needs to learn how to live stream. I like what Rich said here. Rich Discovery says, Heather, just hit the live stream icon, wait for the viewers, and just start talking. Exactly.
best way to be.
Yeah, just start talking. And if you're gonna start, the more you do it, the better it is. Some
Yeah,
people, some people just don't like doing it, honestly, but others love it. I don't mind. I like interacting with people. I like bringing people together like this, and where people can talk and learn things.
I mean,
Uh,
when I first did it, I was a bit nervous, but the more I've done it, the more comfortable we feel because it's like you're not just talking to a camera, you are talking to other people. So
yeah, that's where when some people make fun of YouTubers for calling YouTube a community, it
yeah,
kind of is because it's not like texting on your phone,
no,
sending emails, or phone conversations. You are audibly and visibly seeing people back and forth.
of course.
It is a community. You're watching videos, and it's much more personal than texting or something like that will ever be.
Oh, big time. Yeah. I mean, just imagine if I rang you on your personal cell phone now. Imagine how much that would cost. You know what I mean? That would cost me a frigging fortune.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
but this is running off our internet, so you can get in touch with other people around the world,
Oh, isn't that crazy?
and it's so much easier and so
I mean,
much cheaper as well.
at a couple different times in this stream alone, I've had people from Scotland, England. I know there was Greece stopped in for a second. All over in America. I mean,
Yeah,
5, 6 countries in here at once. That's
yeah,
flipping all around the planet. Justin was here from Australia. I mean,
that's
it's
it.
crazy how you can do that now.
Yeah,
And even crazier, you can do it from this little thing in your pocket.
yeah,
That is technology that is just, it gives you goosebumps thinking about the power you've got in this.
yeah,
And once again, I'm not talking DSLR cell phone stuff. I'm just saying you can put that much technology in your pocket and walk away, guys. That is wow.
yeah.
Among the unknown is writing letters. They're trying to get into an abandoned it's a village. And it looks like the
Oh,
guy
wow.
charges people normally, but he may give them a discount. That'd be nice. And that's a good idea among the unknown. Some places you can't get in no matter what. Write
Yeah.
letters. Try to talk to the owner.
I will say one thing as well, guys. We have got probably when it's becoming summer, I am doing another hospital. It's an asylum. It's not in plan at the moment, but that is again CF where we've just got to pay a couple of quid, to let us go in. But just to let you guys know that that video will be coming out at some point this year, so make sure you
Cool.
stay tuned for that.
Now, I have
Because
no
it's
problem paying sometimes. I've
yeah,
paid for tours. I've even paid a security guard or two
yeah.
to get into a few
I
places.
mean, I don't know about because over in America you've got sanatoriums and stuff like that. You know, over here you've got asylums, but I think from last time I researched, I think you've only got like 8 or 9 asylums throughout the UK. What is either still standing or set for demolition now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You've not got many of them whatsoever, and if you can get them on video, it's even better when you can get them yourself because it goes
Yeah.
down on history. You know what I mean? So.
Well, that's why a lot of people explore also. I call
Yeah,
urban exploring, I call it modern day archaeology because you're documenting a place, you're sharing it, and when you upload it here or pictures on Instagram or Facebook, whatever you're into, guys, you just preserved that place.
yeah,
You shared it, documented, preserved it, and
yeah.
even if you have raw footage with even more, it's preserved. You're preserving these places that a lot of people don't see or know exist, or a whole side of society somebody can look at later. Can you imagine how much easier archaeologists 1,000 years from now will have it?
Oh yeah, big time.
They'll be able to look at videos of how things were built and see the technology and see what was around.
I mean, you only have to look at the ancient Egyptians' times or the caveman time. They used to put, obviously didn't have it,
Yeah,
equipment like phones and cameras, but they used to put the pictures on the cave walls
yeah.
and in the pyramids. They've got all hieroglyphics of pictures of the pyramids and how they were built and so on and so forth. That's basically exactly the same as what we're doing, just on a
Yeah, that is
technology.
very, very, very early YouTube right there.
Yeah, big time.
They
You know,
documented and preserved as much as possible. Now we're documenting and preserving. And when one of us does it, it shares with the whole planet. So that's even cooler. Heather says, yeah, she should clean up her phone and try to stream from it. That's a great thing, Heather. Streaming live on an Explorer is so cool for you and your viewers because they're really in with your emotion of the Explorer and see it as you see it. They can even direct you to look back at something they want to see closer and know more about. Only thing bad about live streaming Explorers, even with the best unit out there, you're gonna be spotty because you're in
yeah,
nasty buildings, sometimes in bad locations, in basements, bank vaults.
yeah,
Strangely, mine did better inside the vault than out of the vault on that Explorer. I don't understand that.
yeah,
But yeah, it is spotty, but it is so worth doing, guys.
yeah,
Live Explorers pull people in insanely, and it really gives them a good feel. They're seeing you see it.
yeah.
You can't share that emotion in something, no matter how good an editor you are later. You can't ever get that live genie out back in the bottle.
Definitely, definitely. Right, buddy. I'm gonna shoot now and get to bed.
No problem. I thank you very much,
All right.
and thanks
Thank
for
you for
coming
having
on,
me.
man. I've been wanting you on here, and it's nice to get another view from the paranormal side of urban exploration. Which, like I
Yeah,
said,
definitely.
there are so many levels of urban exploration. Everybody, abandoned paranormal, just plain paranormal. Some people go to cool national parks or parks in their country, certain
Mm-hmm.
sites. Urban exploration is varied. So I like to make sure I get varied people in here. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming in, man, and answering
No, I
questions.
appreciate you having me, buddy.
For everybody in here that helped out, my moderators and the guys who asked questions and gals, sorry. Um, sorry, I'm old school. I use guys that means people. I also use
Yeah.
dudes and chicks still. Sorry. But thank you, everybody, for making this great. So thank
Oh,
you.
pleasure. Yeah.
And everybody, if you haven't checked him out, check him out.
Yeah. And if
And
you're
say that
having
out loud
trouble
again.
finding the Facebook page, guys, then message me on my channel
There you go.
and I'll try and lead you from there. But any questions, anything you want to know about the paranormal, then don't feel
Yeah.
hesitate that you
Heather,
can't.
Jason, Jennifer, Atlantis, all you guys, if you want to just collab, ask questions, answer each other back, get a hold of him
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Facebook. And I'm sure if he knows who you are, he'll okay you getting on there, and you can't help adding to your community, everybody.
that's it. That's it. All right, well, cheers again, buddy, for having me, and I'll see you on your next live stream.
All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Well, thank you, everybody, for participating in that. I'm glad he got on here. Atlantis, may have to have another one with you on here sometime. Like I said, my Sundays are going to be very spotty. I just spending so much time, and even now my voice has been going downhill, and I've been using root beer to clean it up. Well, highly caffeinated root beer. That's what that is. It's very highly caffeinated root beer. A lot of gamers drink this stuff. Oh, thanks, Byron. And Byron, if I missed any of your questions, I'm sorry, man. I did try to go back and I did catch at least one. I'm sorry, guys, if I do miss your questions. I do feel bad about that. Well, thanks, Heather. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you got some questions and you really participated well. That's what makes a stream great, guys. It's not sure the moderator, the guy on the screen can help make it good. It's the people in the chat. If you participate, ask questions, bring up topics. I really believe it's the other ones. And among you note, I did read some of your other comments. It's hard to keep up with them all when you got people on. You want to make sure you get everybody involved as much as possible. But yeah, I did read some of them, so that's cool that you guys are possibly getting on that there, Devon. But I am gonna get going. Oh, balls, yeah, Atlantis, dude, I still love this stuff. And the Jewel grocery store not too far from me has these on sale for 79 cents. 79 cents. Okay. That's good, cheap caffeine there. So yeah, guys, I'll talk in the Tuesday chats, and feel free to email me and put Sunday chat in the subject line, because I may wait till I line up a couple people or more to do a Sunday, and then we'll do it that way. It won't be every Sundays. I do have to concentrate. I've been very lacking on this channel behind me, so I got to make sure I get back on it. But thank you guys, and I do have to go grocery shopping tonight. Yay! Oh, Heather, going to streams, and I'm not saying just mine, Heather, going to live streams for urban exploring, and there aren't a lot of them, honestly. I've been doing live streams for about 2 years, and when I started doing them, very few urban explorers at all did any type of show live streams like this. They seem to be a few more starting now. I'm not talking myself up over it. I'm just saying I was one of the first ones. But if you can find other urban explorers doing shows like this, definitely go check them out, guys. Be part of the community. Represent the community well yourself, and meet people and learn and network. So yeah, Heather, it will help, and it will pull you in. Well, thanks, Rich. I appreciate that. And also, thing is, guys, I learned from you. I don't care how long I've been doing this. I didn't do YouTube. I helped a friend on his YouTube channel years ago, another gaming channel he did. But I've only done YouTube for a little over 2.5 years now. So I'm learning from you just as much. That's the whole point. Learn. I don't know about that among the unknown. I will say I was one of the earlier ones that did it regular. That's all I'll say. As for if I'm the main, I don't know about that. Including my gorgeous outfit. Today's my Sunday outfit. Actually, it's insulated. It's warm. I was really tired from being out till all hours exploring. And I gotta get to uploading all that video. We took a lot of video last night. Whew. YouTuber started a side explore channels. It's all new and exciting to me. Heather, anything you're interested in is exciting. I mean, I've been doing a bunch of different channels on YouTube. I'm still doing this one, and the sci-fi channel is what I'm doing about sci-fi pop culture. Then I do tough topics with a couple of friends in New Zealand. YouTube is great. And you don't have to stick with just one topic, guys. Yeah, but try to keep one topic per channel. That helps your channels. Oh, hey, Jason, thank you. And thank you for participating. Jason, you've been in and off and on a whole lot, man. And also, it's kind of cool that you also got to bring questions in, and you got equipment. So it was great they got to get a whole other side of urban exploring involved. And I have no problem doing that. Oh, and look who pops back in. It's like Justa's got a timer, or he knows something's going on. He's got a program where he hears when I'm about to log off, and his computer says, hey, get back on real quick. Yes, Justa, I'm just finishing up. But if you haven't hit the like, please do, and then do it for everybody you like, guys. If you're on somebody's channel watching a video they made and you like it, do the thumbs up. If you're watching somebody's live stream you enjoy, do the same thing. Even that simple thumbs up helps the algorithm say this person is getting interaction. Even thumbs downs count as interaction, guys. So if you don't like what I'm doing, let me know. I have no problem with that either. That's the way it is. I do prefer if you do a thumbs down, just do constructive criticism on why, not idiot troll comments. A real constructive criticism I have no problem with. I'm here to learn too. And yes, Justin, I know you always hit the like. You do, man. I always say that make sure you help everybody out that you do like, guys. But I am going to get off here. Time to go grocery shopping and probably walk our winter-loving dog. Even though the ice out there is insane right now. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Talk to you more on Tuesday at 5:30 Central U.S. time. And we'll do another review. And this week's review, everybody, is Corkboard TV. He does urban exploring and some other vlogs, but he's got a good couple explorers. I want to get at least one on here, and we'll be doing that and some other discussion on Tuesday night. So feel free, Heather, feel free to bring up any questions, any topics on YouTube and urban exploring. Doesn't matter what my topics are. I will put my topics or anything I think back burner for what you guys ask. It's you guys are what I'm here to help and help you guys learn from each other and learn from you. So it's what you guys want to bring up. I got a dislike already among the unknown. Hey, no problem. I do wish that person would tell me why, and if it's some trolly answer, whatever. Real constructive criticism, I don't mind. Like, my voice is annoying. Yeah, I know it is. Some of that's medication caused. Oh, dang it, among the unknown. Yeah, guys, I'll see you Tuesday night. I gotta get out of here. I hear a little thumping upstairs. Let me know it's time to go. Oh, I'm glad they're fine among the unknown. That's great. Just Heather, thank you very much, Heather. It's nice you come in, and your participation is amazing. And I do have your channel bookmarked up top. Among the unknown, as always, Byron. Thank you for coming in and being my ringmaster, quartermaster, as always, Byron. And I know you sent me a message, Byron. I'll check it in a minute. Jason's Journeys, always, man. Nice to see you. Still got your picture up, man. Let's see. Atlantis. Atlantis, I feel kind of bad. Maybe I should have had you come in with Creepy. Dang it. Sorry. Hindsight's 2020. You should have kind of popped a cap on my back end in that chat. Let me know. I should have just brought you in too. Now I feel kind of doofy. Rich Discoveries, thank you. And thank you all. I'm learning a lot, and I like that. And I do like learning and seeing things and places. What I like is I hope when I get to travel farther as my health allows, I hope I can get some places and meet more of you. Yes, Jason, I will be live my normal time, 5:30 p.m. Central U.S. time. And that's about the best time I can still figure it, guys. I know it's late for you UK guys, and so many, it's hard for Australia and New Zealand, but here in America, that's borderline, but some people in America aren't even quite off work yet. So I'm trying to do a balancing act with time zones. But yes, I will be on, Jason. Atlantis, we will work out something. Like I said, guys, feel free to email me still, exploringatcf@gmail.com. Sunday chat in the subject line. And I think what we'll do from now on, when I get 2 or 3 people, I can either have you on together as a round table or in sections, and we'll do a Sunday that way. That's when we'll do some Sundays. How's that? All right, guys. I am logging this time. Got another thump. See you later. Thanks.